let's see. Well, the mic seems to be working. That's reassuring. Just waiting for the party to join us. So we'll be off. Hello, one and all. Welcome to the latest episode.
How to do. Bunch of useless people.
Right, I need to do the whole sort out the fact double everything.
I alerted Jiminy to the fact that the game was starting in 20 minutes because he told me Sunday after I made that comment to let him know so he could be there cheerleading for us and making sure you gave us lots of entries.
Well, I do have one viewer, so that might be him. Might be Jiminy. If it's Jiminy, I'm sure he'll say something in the text in a minute. If it isn't, hello, whoever it is. Righty.
Wow.
A real quick question before we get started.
Yeah.
On the inventory page, the Arcane Devices tab, what is supposed to go in there? Because neither scrolls nor wands go in there.
Well, that's because it's a third-party extension that I was toying the idea of using. I'm also toying the idea of seeing if I can literally get hold of the source code and get sort of let me hack it about a bit and actually get it into the rule set, and then I'll have to go back through all the books and make all the magic items and wands use it. In theory, it works really well for things like staffs and stuff where you've got multiple powers in one staff. So I haven't got around to testing it yet. I've obviously loaded it in and then forgot I loaded it.
Okay, not a problem.
But in theory, it should be. It's what wands and everything should be made of. But of course, it's a third-party extension, so I can't officially put it in the rule set, even though I want to. I'll give it a proper test.
Because we had that one giant lady that we got information from told us there were two ways to get to the guy. One would take us to a fight. The other one we could sneak around. Of course, we weren't going to have trouble getting in there. But first, we're going to go check on Rannick, see if he's ready to come with us. And maybe you'll believe me, Dondrad, because I'm going to show you where I took him. You guys don't know where he's at specifically. I mean, I tossed it out there where we came in at. Oh, that leaves a lot of territory.
Missing arena. And then we can get going.
Almost there.
Who's logging in, I believe.
I am. Yeah. I'm in. I just don't have me to select now. I'm not available to select.
You're owned by Belladonna House.
But then I also can't see anybody. Have I owned the wrong fantasy ground?
It says you've connected.
And why can't I see anything? Can't see anybody else in there. Can you
on
see
the table?
Hang on. If I do.
It says you connected.
Do you...
Yeah, you just said hi.
Okay, which I can't see, and I can't see anybody else. That's interesting.
I think your scaling might be interesting. With windows off to the side or something.
My dice are the wrong colour as well. Not that I really care, but it's a thing. Do you think I should quit out and come back in?
Sometimes it works.
Give it a go.
Sometimes it does. Right. We'll sort that one out then. Panic.
Yes.
Red. It looks like you might be. Yes, you're targeting someone. There we go. Right. You basically find yourself. Do you see in the dark?
I can. I'm a half orc. I have dark vision.
That's a bit of luck then. Okay, so you fight. Basically, the first thing you realise is that you are conscious and try and sort of choking, and someone saying, "Oh, he's coughing most of it back up again." Another voice going, "Yeah, just get him down him. They'll get him better." And before you know it, 2 more healing potions are shoved down your throat, and you find yourself lying on the floor, Amber looking concerned at you, surrounded by a group of dwarves.
Oh. Well, at least I'm not battered anymore because all my wounds are healed.
Indeed.
But these are dwarves without beards, aren't they?
They are dwarves without beards. Well, that was your first thought. They're dwarves from the sound of their voice and their gruffness and their height. But when you look again, you realise they can't be dwarves. They don't have any facial hair and their at all.
Then I shall back away a little. Who the bloody hell are you? Oh, we're having
Well,
such a lovely dream. Amika over there. Who the bloody hell are you?
well, that's nice, isn't it? We come along and protect you as the little gnome told us to, and that's all. Yeah, that's all. That's all the thanks we get. What do you say to that? Well, yeah.
As the little gnome said, she didn't have great big pink hair, did she?
Oh yeah, she said to read the message on the wall.
Where is the little bugger? What did she do to me?
Of course, you can't actually read the
I was,
message
I, I,
without.
I,
You
I was
can't
holding
actually
off
read
the
the message
giant.
without some form of illumination.
Ironic.
Yeah. I was holding off the giants, and she was yelling at me from behind, and then suddenly everything went black. Little bugger must have done something.
Well, given that half your rib cage was trying to make friends with the other half of your rib cage, and basically as if you happen to glance down, you'll see you're in a pile of your own congealing blood. I'd say you barely survived that fight. Well, anyway, we're here to guard you, and guard you we will. We ain't to let you go anywhere until she comes back for you. That's what she said.
Oh, bugger. Well, I suppose I'm just sitting here then, aren't I? All right then. So, which ones are you?
Oh, I can't remember. They weren't in the armory, were they? They were.
Well, let's
Yeah.
see. You look like Grumpy. You look like Grumpy. You look like Grumpy. You look like Grumpy. All stunties look like Grumpy.
I've forgotten where the dwarves were. Were they in the tannery? No. Oh no. It was the armory, wasn't it? Because they had to keep the bellows going. Most of the weapons, 2 stone cages, 5 dwarven prisoners, and that's all it tells me. No names or anything. So, yep. Obviously, I don't think you speak dwarf anyway, do you? Let's find out.
No, I don't think I.
Dave
No, I
D,
don't.
Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Titch.
Actually, I should speak one more language than I do because I get Common and Orc as standard. I've got Giant and Goblin, and I've got Smarts of D6, so I should have one more language. But I don't think it would be Dwarf.
Well, there you go. They're muttering to themselves. Anyway, back with everyone else, and still complete lack of. It says you disconnected, but it doesn't say you connected again. Did you reboot everything?
I've got issues. I'm trying to get in, but at least I can hear you because I'm using my phone for that.
Well, that's okay then.
Well, I'm going to yell to the rest of them that I'm going to check on Rannick and they can follow or not if they want. And I'm going to have. I'm waiting to see if any of them follow me. And I'm going to start going to make sure Rannick survives since I'm not going to jump into a fight without Rannick, although he's killed again. He'll just get himself. So I head back down the hallway.
Where the bloody hell up?
And I see the dwarves standing around Rannick. I go, so he survived, huh?
What the bloody hell did you do to me, Sparkle Tits?
Well, after that giant whacked you in the chest and knocked you cold, I got you out of there. You can say thank you.
I'm sure I can. How the bloody hell did you move me?
Well, I learned this really cool new. None of them believe me, and you're not going to believe me either. But the gnomes know about teleporting, but it's kind of a random thing, and I kind of discovered it by accident. I was like sitting on the walls at Sandpoint after that last big fight, and I was thinking about the treetops in Omesta and how much I missed them and how nice it used to be sitting in a tree, and boom, I was in a tree.
Right.
So after I sat there for a minute, kind of surprised, I worked out that must have been what they meant by teleporting. So I tried it a couple more times to see how it worked. I don't think I can go very far. And when I went to get you out of that mess. I wasn't sure that I could do it for more than one person, but look, I can. This is really cool. I can take people with me, or at least I could take you. And I just got a picture of where I wanted to move you to, and concentrated really hard, and muttered a couple words, and boom, here we were.
You got a picture? How
Well,
did you get a picture of this tunnel here?
I pictured it in my mind. Haven't you? Don't you guys have enough imagination to be able to like visualize stuff in your head?
Oh, you imagined it. Well, why didn't you bloody well say so?
I
And you
imagined
got a bloody
teleporting. I
picture.
imagined where I wanted to. I pictured in my. I closed my eyes and pictured the spot we came in at. If you look around, this is where we came in at. And I tell the dwarves thank you, and I'll tell them in Dwarven because I do speak Dwarven. And I'll hang on. I'm going to put this in text.
Hmm.
No problem. Right. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Oh, and the same to you lot too.
Let's go with that.
This is weird.
Yeah, Jelsa and the dwarves seem to be talking mumbo jumbo to each other in front of you.
Aye. Oh, definitely. I agree. No. Says Rannick, just apropos of nothing really.
So on a completely separate note, just because I'm just creating an NPC and I just dragged a certain skill in. I've been working my way through converting another product. I keep when I'm obviously I'm keying all the NPCs and I'm using that SW maker that literally just keys them straight in, and it keeps not working. I spent ages looking at this NPC stats and checking them and couldn't for the life of me see why it wasn't working. Couldn't see. In the end, keyed in this whole bloody thing by hand. Of course, it was one of the really big ones. And then couple of entries later, it's saying, "Oh, the stats are invalid again." And I keep getting it now. And once I knew what to look for, it's easy to spot. But believe me, when it shows the character and it shows their traits as athletics, smart, spirit, strength, and vigor, it takes you a very long time to notice it says it doesn't say agility; it's saying athletics instead.
Yeah.
It's like I can't work it out. It was driving me up the wall. But anyway,
We discovered that at my youngest sister's wedding that you'll notice mistakes that are there, but a mistake of omission, like they didn't mention the time of her ceremony and the invitations, and we all five of us were there and proofed them, and not one of us noticed until we got them home, going, "What the hell?"
always the way, isn't it? Now, I just need to check one last thing while you guys are having some. I'm not trying to stop you doing some nice role playing. It's nice to give you the chance to role play for a change.
If you don't mind speaking a language I actually understand, if I were knocked out, how long were I knocked out for? And where the bloody hell's everybody else?
Well, they're back talking to the giant lady who gave us something to eat after we killed off the other giants. But there's another giant lady. I guess she's the wife of the giant leader that Montmorian killed. And she gave us a whole bunch of information, like we can find Montmorian, we know where he is. Although there's some kind of lock on the door that she hasn't been able to get past. But that's never. But we can go the one way. Oh, and there's two baby red dragons back there, Rannick. But don't mess with them. They seem to be under some kind of spell. They've got that seven-pointed thing carved into their heads. And she says they're under the spell of some cult. And we can go back and we can go past the cult and probably have to fight our way past them. Or we can take another way around and bypass them altogether. But Dondred, of course, wants to go and kill the cult first because, well,
Hang on. Whichever way we go, there's a door that there isn't a key for. Is that right?
Well, isn't apparently a key lock. It's apparently she's not sure, but she's never been able to get it to open. Whether it's just locked from the inside and there's no visible lock, or if there's some kind of spell binding it. We'll have to look at it. I might be able to tell if I look at it.
Aye.
There might be
But
some hidden
hang
catch
on,
to
hang
it.
on. Right, so this Mokmorian fella, right? He's in
Yeah.
charge of him, right? And he
Well,
goes,
he took over her tribe. He killed her husband so he could take over the tribe, and they're all following him now. But he's basically just going to get them all killed because he
aye,
answers to something else too. Although I have to say I wasn't really listening because, well, I was upset that they don't believe that I can teleport.
well, I'm sure you can show him later, Sparkle Tits. Now this giant lady, so she's friendly.
Well, she's not unfriendly. She just doesn't want us to kill any other giants if it's not necessary. And the ones we did kill, because all the ones we were fighting, and there was a bunch more, Rannick, that you didn't see because, well, you took a big thump. But we got take care of all them, and we had to kill them. But she understood that because they tried to kill us first.
Well, at least she sounds half decent. Anyway, does
Well,
she
she
know where?
wants revenge for her husband, is what she wants, and she wants
I can
her
understand that. Now,
her tribe
will
freed.
you let me get a bloody word in edgeways, Sparkle Tits?
Go ahead.
So, Mokmorian, he's in some kind of library. You don't live in a library. So I reckon wherever he lives is where he'll keep the key. And unless he lives in these here caves, he lives upstairs in the fort. Why don't we go up there and look for key?
Well, maybe that giant lady knows where he keeps the key. I'm trying to remember what her name was, but I can't.
Well, tell you what then. Why don't you teleport us there? Everyone will finally believe you can teleport. I'll be able to talk to somebody that will let me get a word in edgeways and we can find out what the bloody hell's going on.
Well, here's the problem with that, Rannick. I don't know how far this will take me. From in my experiments, it didn't never take me more but maybe 20 or 30 yards.
Just
And I
let
have
me
to
in.
and I have to be able to picture where I want to go. Because if I don't picture where I want to go, then I could end up in a wall or something. For all I know, I've heard horrible stories about people who teleported and it went wrong. But it was so
Well,
good because
tell you what then.
great.
Why don't you try? Well, you try it. If you end up in a wall, it's no great loss to the. I mean, then we'll see what we can do about it. But if you could at least tell me where the others are, so I can get to them.
Well, follow me. Get up. You're okay now, right? I mean, and I look at the other doors. And I ask them in Dwarven if they poured the healing potions, and they found them okay and everything.
I'm covered in sticky blue juice. Can you not see? Oh no, that'll be a mana potion. I'm covered in sticky red juice.
Well, that could have been blood.
No, not this colour. Anyway, what about the stunted?
Color orc blood is, although I have to say I've seen your blood a few times, but I just didn't think about the color. What color is orc blood?
Right.
Red, like any bugger else's.
As far as I know, it's red. They're not
Well, see, it could have been blood. You had a lot of it on you, and you weren't breathing so good, but I made sure you weren't going to die before I left. But I didn't
Well,
want to
that was
make
very kind of you. I'm
I didn't
glad
have
I'm not dead.
I didn't have time to heal you all up and make sure you were on your feet. And besides that, you just run back out there and get yourself thumped again anyway. Rannick, you really got to stop and think before you just charge in. And cover. When I yell take cover, because you didn't
Look,
hear the other ones thumping down that hallway.
no, but I was trying to keep them away from you, and I'm sorry. I completely forgot that the only way to find a secret door is to open it wide and shout that you're there. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Some secret doors open automatically when you pass your hand over them or touch them. You must have touched it just right and not
I don't
realize
know.
that you released it or something. Some you
I was
have to
just
have an actual spell, and some you got to find a mechanism. But there's some if you just pass your hand over it, not knowing that it's there, It's just going to pop right open on you.
Well, that
just let's be carefully moving everyone as a group. And then you go and move yourself out of it. There we go. As you've all been walking along talking. Okay. You've all been walking along talking. You do notice you seem to have a complete cadre of dwarves around you, Raddick. They all look a little worse for wear and just seem to be all carrying random pieces of broken weaponry and stuff that they're obviously planning to use as some form of primitive club. But anyway, you find yourself in a huge cavern. It contains 4 large tables set up around an immense central platform on which sits an immense stone throne upon which sits Snookums. From the ceiling above hangs a carved stalactites, some fashioned to look like dangling spears, others like dragon's teeth. The flickering light of a large fire burns behind a row of stalagmites to the south. That's where you are, and that's where, and also you can now see the rest of the parties here. As you step in, a female stone giant comes out, wanders over towards the dwarf, slops some more food into his bowl, goes, "Oh yeah, more dwarves, I see. Well, sit yourselves down. I've got plenty of food. No other buggers turned up for the food tonight," and goes back to the fire.
And I kick Rennick. Don't tell her that we killed everybody she was expecting for dinner. It probably wouldn't make us any more welcome. And the food won't kill you. It's not great.
I've had a look in the ladder. It looks kosher. So.
The dwarves all go pull themselves up onto giant stone chairs and sit at the table. What about the rest of you?
All right. Well, okay.
Grimelda wanders out with multiple plates of slop and pops them down in front of each of them, and heads back to the kitchen. Goes, "Does anyone?" Then she sticks her head out and goes, "Oh, does anyone want any candy? I've got candy if you want it."
No, thank you.
Was that candy stuff that Don
I
had?
will.
You see Bert try to catch your eye and shake his head like, you really don't want this. Trust me.
It's eye candy.
Goes, "Oh, well, fine." He goes back and stirs the pot. Goes, "Well, wonder where they all are. They're usually so prompt for food." Anyway.
I think the other giant lady sent him out to make sure the place was safe. I just lie through my teeth.
Can you remember where you got it? Did we give it to you last week?
It was given to me last week.
You know what it is? They probably changed it after I created the buggers, didn't they?
Probably.
It's my own fault, you know. I was so eager to actually get going that I didn't wait for the final versions, not realizing how much they were going to change every bloody time. It didn't help that they didn't correctly list everything they changed, and it was a bit so stuff got missed.
So, Stunty, says Rannick, looking at Donrad. Are these stunties coming with we?
And no, we rescued them, and then we told them to hold it back, and find you. I didn't know there was going to be any more giants, and then we went up and met the leader of the giants, so who seems technically she's allied with now.
Hey, did you notice those giant dire bears that we had to step over coming back here, Rannick? We killed them too.
Why?
You missed a great fight.
Why would Bert and Reenie kill bears when they could have just controlled them?
Because they were dire bears and trying to eat our throats out.
All right.
And I was a big rock at the time. It was kind of difficult for me to make them friendly.
Oh, you were still that rocky thing, were you?
I was fighting the giants while the bears were being killed over the other side. Anyway, I was killing them.
I wasn't in the fight, but I wasn't in the fight, but I was there in spirit.
Apparently so were I.
You were playing with Schnookums.
I think, and yeah, you better have given Irina one for the comment about the eye candy.
I did. Well, I've given you all. I've given you all one. You got an extra one earlier for justifying the automatically opening the secret door. So I gave you an extra one for that earlier. I appreciated that one.
I think I read that somewhere.
Okay, just a quick reminder for me, because my memory is crap. This is the door that we can't open.
No, the door you can't open isn't on this floor.
Okay, so we don't know what's behind that door yet. Then
I did give you a description. The doors to this room are made of stone, and because you did go and look, and carved with an immense 7-pointed star, the Sihedron rune.
As I remember where we are from last week, I know where I am on the map, but just so you know, my map is just a black screen with us on it.
That's because you don't have dark vision or a light source at the moment.
Where we are and see if that helps.
Well, actually, that's a very good point. There is some light sources where we are currently, isn't there? So let's put those on the map. Let's go to lighting. We'll go to lighting. We'll make a preset should be, well, we'll have to use a lantern for now. And I can go and put one there. I'll put one there because that looks like that's we'll put one there.
Thanks. Schnookums. I can Schnookums now.
So this door doesn't open. This Morian fella's got the key, right? So he probably keeps it wherever he lives. So where does he live?
Maybe what about them big birds that want to eat us.
Why? Well, why don't we go and see him then?
Well, we don't know that's where he is. She says he spends
he spends almost all of his time in the library. And although normally you can't live in a place that's all books, this guy's a little on the special side. So he might not even realize that he's not living like a normal person when he's living down there.
See, from what she said, there's something else that has power over him. So he might not even.
He might not need to eat and sleep like regular people's. Yeah.
Aye, applying the term living might be kind of inappropriate as well.
He eats recipe books and sleeps in bedtime stories.
Right, but the key, whatever it is, has got to be somewhere.
Okay, but as I was saying, because my memory is crap, this other passageway here, this one is where the dragons are, and this one is where, come on, mouse, and this one is where all the other creatures are.
That's the way down to the library, where your arrow is pointing now.
Isn't that
okay? What did we decide was this way?
By the way, so what way did that go?
That green arrow now is pointing to the area that Connor said was where the dragon part that arrow is pointing through the dragon lair to the cultist lair, the Lamia cultists.
Which was the shorter way to the library, but obviously a lot more dangerous.
But Donrad had a point before we got too far in this, that if they're good, if they're cultists, they may have powers of their own. I mean, they've got 2 baby red dragons back there as slaves or something, so they got some kind of power. And if we go straight for Montmorian and not get rid of them first, they might be able to help him when we least need him to have help.
Well, in that case, that sounds to me like another good reason for going and seeing what's upstairs. There might be stuff up there that can help us.
I forgot you have it. I must have at some point accidentally deleted your eternal candle, so there you go. You got it back now.
Thank you.
Do you know how to get upstairs from here, Rannick? Because I don't. We came in through the other way. We never went.
There were a great big pit, right? And you said you've got this friendly giant lady. Now she had to get down here somehow, and I don't think she'd have fitted through that tunnel we came through. So why don't we go and ask her how she got down here? And I bet that's way up.
Yeah, technically, this passageway goes back to her, unless you want to go around the long way.
Well, why don't you introduce me to her?
There is an elevated. Yeah, there is a slope up there. Don't forget.
Well, Delsa doesn't know that'll take her up.
That's the pit. Bert's just entered the pit, but round the side, where it stops there is technically because that's on the floor above. You know, the big fortress full of giants.
So are we going to go and, I mean, do we need to go and speak to her again? Because she's just round the corner.
Just backed off very quick there. Sensible move.
Why don't you introduce her? And, maybe she can go up and say, here, we've got some new folks. Don't kill them, because, we're all, she's all friendly giant and all that.
Well, she said she doesn't have any control over her tribe anymore. She just doesn't want us to kill them because she's hoping that if they're freed of Morian's power, that they'll go back.
Why? She might not have control, but I don't have any control over you, Sparkle Tits. But sometimes when I say, don't do something stupid, you'll not do it because I've said don't do it.
Yeah,
even though I've got no control over you.
How stealthy are you being as you walk around, Bert?
Oh, when I get up into this area, I'm being very stealthy.
Okay, would you like to see how stealthy you would be?
Like I said, I'm being very stealthy.
Are you happy with that stealthiness?
I think I will take that stealthiness, yes.
Okie dokie.
What are you talking about, Rini?
You're absolutely fine. You are not noticed by the two dragons in the cave you just walked into. So,
yeah, I was just kind of peeking around the corner. They're still asleep-ish.
They're in there, but you literally didn't awaken them. I will have to say.
Okay, yeah, I just was making sure that all of this arguing and so forth going on wasn't disturbing them. The fighting didn't, so I didn't expect the arguing to. But
well, the odds are let's be honest. The odds are they're very much aware of what's going on, but you know what I mean. At the moment, they don't appear to be doing anything.
They don't appear to care because we aren't close enough. Yeah, okay.
They don't feel particularly threatened, apparently. Maybe they didn't like the giants and was happy somebody would kill them. Who knows? And these Lamia things.
Wrong icon. That icon. I think I'll be nice. I think I'll be nice and let you continue using your 11 on your stealth. I'm nice like that. Oh, crudder. No, they're not. Oh, they are. Okay. Oh, hang on. Wrong dice. Fortunately for you. Oh no. Actually, it doesn't matter. D6. Okie dokie. Right. So it doesn't matter. It says stealth. Then notice is also D6. I'm afraid somebody spots you as you're down there sneaking around. I'm afraid you obviously. Okay.
I was going to say, yeah, no, so now we've kind of filled in Rannick. I still want to go and kill the cultists.
Okay. So,
well, I think Dondred has a point. Eliminating any excess magic users is really a good idea.
Oh, bugger.
It's only Bert. It's only Bert. It's only Bert that hears that.
Oh, okay then.
Okay. So. Oh well. I dealt a card. I meant to put you on hold. So it might be really nice and see if I can give that card to Bert. And then put you on hold. And then put Raina on hold. And put Jelsa on hold. And deal a card to to him. And deal a card to him. Bert, aren't you a lucky fellow? You are first. So basically, obviously, okay, what's just fair enough. Okay, Bert, so you hear that talking coming from further down the corridor. Oh, bollocks. Really? Right.
Okay.
Hang on a second. So that should be 6 and fatigue doesn't affect it. No, it's only affecting the trait rolls. So they got toughness. They should have toughness 5. There we go. Oh, God, they're off again. Okay. 6 and 5. I'm just gonna have to award bennies. You guys are really amusing me today. Okay, so yeah, you heard voices and you can hear some. It sounds like somebody's. You can hear heavy footsteps as if somebody's coming towards where you are at the moment.
Okay. I'm just going to change myself into just a regular Earth elemental and step
Okay.
into the wall. So let me make that casting check.
I love it.
Let me remake that casting check.
Which direction are we hearing somebody approach from, by the way? There's so
You're
many
not.
tunnels.
It's only Bert.
Right, okay, that's fine. I will
And
not react to that.
I want to kind of have to where I can just barely have my face out so I can see these guys as they're coming closer or walking by or whatever it is they do.
Right. Oh, you've already put the effect on yourself. That's handy.
Size 4, so I don't think I grow dimensions or anything.
Size 4 is just big enough, isn't it, to make you large?
Is it? Okay.
You just want your face sticking out. There we go.
Yeah, basically, I want to be out just enough that I can see them as they start walking by.
So I'll just made you into a stone face. You get it?
That works.
Righty ho. Okay, so that's what you do on your turn. Okay, let's see what happens here. Goes to there.
Only the ones from this side of the pond will have got be able to understand the same image that I've got of the Earth Elemental sticking his face out of the wall. The nightmare wall monsters.
Okay, fair enough. I was thinking, well, I was just thinking, all I get into my head is magic mouths, and also I forgot what they're called. You know, the stone walls in the film Labyrinth, the ones that basically get a lot of them when you're going in the wrong way. Oh no, you're not. I can't think what they're called though. Okay, but
yeah, I got the wall monsters from Nightmare.
I can't remember them. But it's back to you because I'm not going to deal in cards and all that. It's just I will just rotate as it were.
No, that's fine. I can't see what's going on. I'm too far on the other side of the wall.
How's that?
Just a smidge more, I think. Okay, maybe 2 smidges.
Oh, hang on. That's because I forget I have to hold shift down to move you. You weren't actually moving out of the wall.
Okay. Okay. So I don't see them then,
No,
from
yet.
what I'm seeing?
Yeah. That's 48 left, isn't it, for you? And then they move again. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna wait here in the wall until they either come into where I can see them, or I hear them saying, "Well, never mind," and go back.
That takes you down to 47.
What are those? Are those hobgoblins?
Okay, they are. Oh, you can make a survival check.
I might even have skill for that.
I think he knows.
Oh, good grief.
Okay, I won't bother. I will not bother giving you a. I won't bother giving you a description. They're two trolls with rancers.
They are trolls. Okay. With ranseurs. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and hang out here for a little bit. I want to see where if they're coming closer or what have you. So I think I'm still just going to stay right here.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to go back and I'm actually gonna have to go back and read your chat later. I love it. I'm gonna have to read all this back later because I'm too busy doing this. Okay, and basically they give up and they back off.
Okay, I'm going to move down the wall a little bit. I'm going to move basically through the wall to about here and see if I can see anything a little further down. Oops, okay.
No. I that was. Don't worry. You're in the wall, but you know how Fancy Grounds gets about.
Yeah. No, I know. And at this point, man, how much fun should I play with these guys?
Have notice checks from everyone else, please.
You'd think Rannick would notice
No,
anything.
Rannick's got
He's trying not.
noises, so. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and he's trying really hard not to notice me and Irina. You'd think you'd hear something else.
Just see what Bert did.
Rannick has got his fingers in his ears.
Indeed. Rita, you
I don't understand what. Go on.
Rita, you notice Bert's been gone for quite some time, and Snookums is starting to look a little anxious.
Oh, it's okay, Stuckums.
His tail's wagging a bit, and his ears are up. He's definitely seeming to try and be as if he's trying to hear something.
Okay, hold on. In that case, I am going to do a spell to communicate with Schnookums and ask what's wrong when I can find the right one. There it is. I am going to do it better than that. There we go. What's the matter, Schnookums?
He gets the impression he says I thought he thought he heard something, and obviously whatever his translation for Bert is, I can't spell him anywhere.
Did I see Bert change into the elemental?
You didn't know. You don't know he's turned into an elemental, which is of course
not here, but you did see me turn into one before.
Yes.
Can you smell your Bert when he's in a different form, or does he smell change?
He goes. But yes, good call. Looks goes. He smells so he changes so often these days. I get very confused.
Poor Snooks.
We should free Snookums.
We certainly should. Now, what I'm just going to do, well, I'm just noticing.
If we give him a sock, can he yell out, "Oh, yeah, Stookums is a free cat"?
Oh dear. Okay, I've just noticed something, so I'm just going to do that. I think. Yeah, that should be enough. I wouldn't worry too much. I literally, from your perspective, all I'm doing is I've noticed there was a fair few more illuminations on the map, so yeah, I mean, so I was just adding more lights. The two trolls are very confused by that, and they definitely they're whispering to each other. I'm not going to type it in, but they're basically right. One of them goes, "Look, be quiet, be quiet. There might be someone here. We've got to stop talking, otherwise they know we're hiding here." The other one goes, "Yeah, you're the smart one after all, ain't you?" Yeah. So as long as we stay quiet, no one will know we're here. Right, you are. So how long do we stay quiet for? Till I tell you not to be quiet, right? Right, okay. When do we stop being quiet? Now, right? Right, okay. You're still in. I'm assuming you're still in the wall at this point.
Yeah. I'm going
I know
to kind
you
of get
can't
to
walk
this
through
point.
it, but
Yeah, I'm going to kind of get to this point in the wall. Before I start poking out on both sides, I will stop and just kind of look over each shoulder, as it were, so I can see where they both are.
they appear to basically have this set up. But there's as you went, there were quite a few gaps down the wall. You get the impression their job is to sort of stand behind the gaps, well, obviously the gaps are wide enough for them to get in, as it were, but stand in the gaps and stick their spears through as to surprise people that shouldn't be there.
Okay, I have to do this. I'm sorry. The wall is going to attack him. I'm just going to kind of reach out and just smash him through the wall.
Okie dokie, well, you get the drop then. That definitely will initiate combat after the attack, of course. By all means, give yourself the drop and attack him.
And a free reroll.
I've wandered over to these guys and say, Schnooks is worried about Bert, can't smell him anymore. You guys didn't see where it went, did you?
Well, he was going and trying to check things out, and I don't think trying to follow his scent would work because he
That
was
was
all
supposed to be
over
a
this
hit, not a.
place.
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice.
Right. Okay, I'll go tell him. I'll explain to Schnooks where Bert's gone.
Hello. My dice are not rolling.
Basically,
There we
jumps
go.
off
There
the
we
chair and starts running down the corridor.
Okay.
At the same time, echoing through the dungeon, you hear a wailing cry.
Ah, shit appears to have hit the pan.
Off hold. Just take you off hold. So when next round you won't be on hold when things kick off.
Wow,
Okay.
you got a fake out of that, huh?
You shook him. He yells out in shock and fright. He goes next. He unshakes and turns around and goes, "There's something in the goddamn wall." Obviously, he doesn't say it like that. There's something in the wall.
Okay, when he moves away, I'll go ahead and take a swing at him.
Yep. Obviously, you don't get the
Helping hands out of labyrinth.
Game over, man. Game over. Okay, new round. You can definitely hear wailing coming from down the walls. Oh dear. Okay. One of the other. That's a terrible. Oh, that's a terrible time to get a joker. You can't use it. Mind you, it does give him one. The does give him one more joker. This guy comes over and goes, "What are you talking about?" And arena. Something's definitely going on somewhere.
Oh, well, I'm going to get closer.
Okay. 6 gets you to there. Do you wish to run or anything, or are you just happy to?
Yeah, I'll run because I'm not going to be able to do much this round. I'll see if I can find out what's going on.
No problem at all. Okay, I have just shared all. You've all got a friendly dwarf they basically are quite insistent on coming with you, even though they're utterly exhausted. But they want to come with you. And you see, we're reading. You've got Amber and dwarf number 2.
Yes, I do.
So,
Well, there's dwarf number 2.
actually, I've just realised something. Actually, I can't just share it like that anymore. Because on the combat tracker, you probably actually have to have the dwarf that's your dwarf, so you can control your dwarf, don't you?
Probably.
What sounds likely to be true?
There's Bert's dwarf. There's Dondrad's dwarf. There's Rannick's dwarf. And there's Jelsa's dwarf. Okay. Dwarf number 2. Hang on. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry, he's got reduced pace, so there.
Sorry about that. Okay. Dwarf number 2 is coming with you. Yep, no problem at all. And what about Amber? Okay, that's all done. That brings us to
Just going away from the keyboard.
who's basically backing away as far as he can from the wall and basically waving his rancer around. Bert.
Bert is going to very clearly walk out of this wall and into this wall. Obviously, just outside of his reach.
Yep. Well, actually, he does swing at you because he does have a reach 1 weapon, but obviously you take him by surprise. He was swinging in the wrong area, so he swings as you step into the wall.
And let me see, that was 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see. I think I am also going to, while I am doing that, cast protection on myself. I'm sorry?
Have you got a candle? Yes, you do. I was just trying to work out why you had a flicker around you, but because you've got a candle as well as your dark vision.
Okay, casting protection on myself.
Okay. The wall resonates. The wall resonates with the deep intonations of you casting protection. Now I got very confused because I can see
armor 2
around
and
you.
shroud. And
I hate to break it to you, you're casting
Cast that on the troll.
Oh, bother.
On the troll, not yourself. Let's target you. Try again, Bert.
Yeah, I don't want him to be tougher. And hurry and shroud. Here we go. Okay.
Okay. Schnooks. Schnooks is there for the record.
Snooks is going to take off at a run. Come here, Snooks. Do, 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 do. Do. It's 11. Okay, Snooks goes loping down the hallway.
And dwarf number 5. Oops, sorry. I clicked in the wrong place.
I think dwarf 5 is going to run as well. He already knows he's not real fast. He'll come running up to here. Try to stay out of everybody else's way for all these fast folk.
I'll let you move the turn point on. So that brings us to Don of the Drad.
So what are we doing? Yeah, right. Everybody's running. Well,
Yeah,
they're all
she did was-
talking. They're all talking. Nobody's talking common, so because I'm just being rude. So Rannick, why are we all running? Anyway, that guy's Rannick. She's the, like I said, she's a gnome. The elf just ran away. So what we all doing? We all
Two of the dwarfs have already got up and started to run as well.
Well, Rannick pulls his fingers slowly out of his ears and says, "Have they stopped about using magic in bedroom yet?"
I don't know. I don't start. I don't. I thought she was talking about being a vegetarian or something like that because we were all quit eating cave soup and
Well, they were
elves.
talking about eating something.
Did we run after them?
Well,
I reckon
while you
so.
do that, Cremelda goes, "Well, I'm going to eat some candy, even if no one else wants any," and starts heading to the storeroom. Back to you guys. She did get a turn on.
Oh, she's going to go and get herself killed, and I mean, yeah, I will run. I'll find out what the elf's doing with the snookums. So
6 gets you to there, and then obviously you got another 6 after that.
So I'm only going to go as far as that. So what are we doing? I'm confused. You're all talking elfie, and then you all start running.
Well, we heard some shouting. Did he not hear that too?
No,
Get
I
his
don't
I
think
fingers
so.
in
forgot.
his
I
ears and try
forgot.
not to
Oh, right. I forgot the ears. Right.
Well, when dwarves get together, they were probably, they were dwarves. They probably all just got together and singing a song about doing the washing up.
Gold, 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 gold.
No, I believe it was break the plates and smash the bowls, wasn't it?
Donjad wasn't singing. The sad thing was he didn't know the words.
Oh.
The gold, gold, gold song, I mean. Okay, Mr. Don of the Dread, what's dwarf number 4 doing? You, Mr. Dwarf, thank you.
He's running after me.
You ain't getting that far, that's for sure.
Well, you want to be a disciple of Gorham, you got to run faster than that. God.
Radix Stumblefoot.
Right, Rannick wants to go after Dwarf.
Okay, that's fine.
Dwarf's going to head over after the other dwarves, and Rannick's going to put one hand out to stop him and say, "Here, if you lot are going to be running off doing stupid things like fighting when you're that knackered, let's sort the out first." So first thing Rannick does is hands Dwarf a potion of relief to drink.
Which equals 1 point of debrief.
Indeed.
Yeah, fatigue.
Then,
I couldn't think of the word.
yeah. Then Rannick reaches into his quiver and passes him Bright Shaft. And then unhooks his light shield from his belt and hands him the light shield as well.
Hang on, why didn't that not open? Okay, and then a shield would give him armor. Well, it doesn't actually.
It's a light shield. It's a light shield of deflecting, which is on my armor tab.
It is indeed. Parry +2, cover +2, parry +1.
So Rannick will equip that dwarf a little better than he was before.
There we go. Is your dwarf a bit more equipped?
Hooray!
And your character, it should have dynamically updated your character sheet. It did. That is the nice thing about having the character.
Yes.
I do like the fact that, I mean, it's a bit of a pain that, I've got to share out the tokens in Divinity, but then the point is, you give equipment to an NPC under your control, you see it on the character sheet. Oh yes, you
Though
do.
I
Don't
can't
you?
actually use this. Yeah, can't use this attack, but
No, that's a known feature, isn't it? Since they updated the core.
yeah, it doesn't have the heavy club will work, but the bright shaft won't. So, but hey,
Well, you close it,
close it and reopen it.
and then I might have to drag it open again because I'm not sure if it's shared anyway.
Oh no, yeah, it's there now.
Yeah,
but
It is now there now. Cool.
that's the only downside. That's the
Right.
Phantom is good at dynamic updates.
Try not to get yourself or your mates killed, says Rannick, and we'll just take a step this way and say, which way did Bert actually go?
Did I see him move from one wall to another?
No,
Okay.
you're just following.
You definitely heard something down this way.
I know he's this way somewhere, but I'm not sure exactly where.
That's about 6
Snook.
seconds.
All right. Oh, that's fine.
No, I don't.
None of them are watching her again, so that's useless. She's gonna run, and she's gonna tell the little. She's gonna tell the little guy behind. Well, I'm trying. Wait, let me check the distance here.
I like that. No one can see me teleport, so I'm not going to.
Well, I already did that once, and then I saved Rannick's life, and they don't believe me, so why bother?
Well,
I could probably get that. Oh wow, my arrow goes from pink to green. That's pretty.
But hang on, Jelsa, you've only ever teleported when nobody can see you. What if you can only teleport when no one can see you?
Well, that might be because I'm going to run anyway, and I'm going to tell the dwarf that's attached to me to keep up with his mates. It gets me 10.
well, that's not that. I believe that. I believe she can turn invisible when nobody can see her.
Oh, I can see Snookums from here. And the little dwarf with me. Do I have to move it? What's his move?
Yeah, the dragon's under your control. Does seem so. It's really interesting. I've told them there's the dragon.
Well, we all know that Dondrad's superpower is getting very, very angry. Has anybody got a bowling ball?
It's very strange today. It's very strange.
My table isn't.
I think the fact they nearly died last week and the week before was sort of tempered slightly.
Yeah, you wouldn't like me when I'm hungry.
And he's going to get a whole 6 on that run.
Dwarves are fast.
He's going to catch up to his mate. Probably push on Rannick. Get out of the way, big guy.
New round. Let me do that. And Dondrad is first on the Ace of Diamonds.
Do I get extra cards I can give out?
So, great dinner and a show, right? Okay.
You can give out.
So I take it we have dinner and then chase the cat. Is that what it is? Okay.
No, just
No, it's all right. I might be getting mixed up between two role plays. Don't worry about it.
Yes, it's your
I was
character
gonna
of
say,
50
you don't
fathoms
have
that has
competition.
No,
your character
no,
of 50
I don't
fathoms
do
has
this role
master
play. I'm
tactician.
sorry.
Jimmy Monk is not happy with you lot. He says you should lose Benny's.
What for?
But he wants to see you fight the dragons.
We are fighting the
We'll
dragons.
fight them as well. We're just kind of a little sidetracked here.
The dragons might be our red dragon buddies, offspring. We don't know that. We don't want to hurt them if we can help it.
No, they're about the same age as each other, so we know that they're not offspring.
Donald, it's an interesting thing to note, isn't it? Earlier on, back at the start of the adventure, one red dragon was deemed interesting threat for you guys, and now obviously because you've leveled up and you're towards the end of the adventure, they give you 2 instead. And your dwarf friend, Mr. Drondred, dwarf number 4.
Yeah, so you added the dwarfs, you didn't add them as allies, did you?
Yeah, they should be.
But not in the character sheet.
I didn't. You can drag it on yourself. I had to give it to you, and then you could add it. You could drag it to your character sheet yourself, can't you?
Can you? There you go. No, you can't.
No, the GM has to put them on the character sheet as an ally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're
You
not
know.
character allies. They are just
Yeah,
they're
they're just
just
allies.
Yeah.
temporary allies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extras.
After they're not with us, they get deleted.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just curious because I used a completely different method of doing that.
I literally just dragged them off the tracker and dropped them on each of your portraits to open it for you.
Okay.
Oh, apparently if I put them on the party sheet, then you can drag them onto the character sheets and back again. Oh, that's an interesting tip.
Yes, you can. That's how I allocate rule 50 fathoms. You take people on and off the party sheet to your character sheet.
Oh,
And then drag them from the character sheet to the combat tracker. And it all keeps it all synced. Right.
Yeah. On the other
So
on the other yeah, other tab. Oh, on the other tab, party allies. I did not know that tab was there.
yeah. Hence my confusion. Right. Okay. So he gets to there, I think.
Sorry, I'm just reading.
If you recall, the last thing Jelsa yelled was, "I can see Snookums."
Does that mean you were born 6 years after me, Mr. Tavis?
And I squeeze my eyes.
He's 1977.
I focus on.
Same year as my missus and 6 years after me. Sorry, Jelsa, over to you.
I focus on Snookums. Because the last thing I yelled is, "I can see Snookums," and I focus on Snookums and I squeeze my eyes shut tight, and then all the others see is a puff of pink smoke. And Dondred has a puff of pink smoke pop up right in front of him on Snookum's back, and I grab her by the collar. And it's like, I knew I could do it. Come on, Snookums, let's go find Bert.
Whoa! I don't believe it. You literally How the hell do you think Snookums is going to react to teleporting onto his back?
Everybody
That's why she
should have
grabbed
been able
hold of
to.
his collar.
Still got active the beast communication power, so whatever he thinks, I hear it.
Well, we'll see what Bert does. Okay, so you teleport, you appear. So from Dodgerad's perspective, there's like a sparkling shower of glitter all around Snookums, and then Jelsa appears sitting on Snookums' back.
Explain that, Dondred!
Might react the same way cats react to seeing a cucumber.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
That'll be mushrooms in the that's mushrooms in the soup. That is.
You've all got too many Bettys already. And besides, Jimmy says you should lose some, so I'm not giving out anymore for a while. Okay, dwarf number 3. You guys are taking far too long here, but I'm having too much fun to complain. Are you going to do anything with your dwarf, Jelsa?
Oh, he's going to run behind us. He didn't see me. Because I've already moved.
With that race, you could have teleported 24 inches, you know.
I know, but I wanted to land on Snookum's back and tell Snookums, let's go find Bert. Because there was nothing that would catch him totally unaware, and by the time she realized what happened, I'd have a hold of that collar. And we're going to find Bert.
I'm just going to move the dwarf 7. Rannick.
Is that my dwarf you're moving? Or Jelsa's?
Should have been dwarf number 3, which was Jelsa's. I moved the dwarf that had a crown upon its head.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm going to grab my dwarf, who should have been next to me, but never mind.
I certainly do.
And pick him up and run with him.
Dwarves don't like being carried.
No, dwarves don't like being tossed.
Just toss him there. Just toss him.
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
Rannick wants to grab dwarf and say, right, come on, Stunty, with me.
Okay. He does complain all the way.
Shut up, I'm quicker than you.
Okay, that brings us over to here. What is it? What you swinging at? What you screaming about? It's in the walls, hey, hey, hey! The walls are solid. Nothing's in the walls. Everyone goes on hold. Arena.
Sorry, I was just taking a mouthful of drink as you said that.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Bear in mind, most of you saw what Julsa just did, because she made a point of being in front of you when it happened.
Oh, I absolutely believed that you could do it before, though your accuracy impresses me, and I definitely want to know what I hear Shinnecombs think.
So do I.
I knew I'd get to ride Snookum sooner or later.
I'm just annoyed. Hero Forge. I can only make Jelsa ride a giant wolf, not a giant cat. I want them to put a giant cat option in Hero Forge so I can put Jelsa on the cat's back.
Gotta find my dwarf. There it is.
Well, yeah. Basically, it's the one at the very back. Yep.
Quite that
Mind
far.
you, 8 inches. That's a good run. Oh no, that was you running. See what he gets if you want. Oh, you can do another 2 inches. Your dwarf.
I accidentally went one too far anyway because he's got reduced movement at the moment. There you go. The extra one's done now.
Well, you moved him 6, but he got an 8, so yeah, you can move the full.
I knew
The
I
reduced
moved
movement. The reduced movement is because he's a dwarf. Everyone goes, look, just wait and see. He goes, all right, but
Okay, since I don't want to be chewed out for cheesing this too much, I'm going to ask about, would being in the wall be cover?
I would hope so.
How much cover is basically what I'm asking.
well, I would argue it isn't cover as such. It basically, I've put them on hold. They're going to have, if obviously I've put them on hold because they're waiting for you to come out of the wall and attack them. And when you come out the wall to attack them, then they're going to attempt to interrupt. And whatever you're reaching out of the wall to attack them with is all they can hit. So they'll be having to do cold shots. Would be my interpretation.
Okay, that's reasonable. In that case, I'm about to come out of the wall and attack Hurrick.
And Hurrick is just gone on hold, so he will attempt to interrupt you. As I assume are you reaching an arm out or something to attack with?
Yeah.
So Hurrick's going to attempt to interrupt you. Actually, are you supposed to roll first?
No, he's trying to set.
So he's
Actually,
trying
I'm
to.
not sure. But it's athletics for both of us, right?
It is athletics for both of you. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's just that there is. I can never remember which way round it goes. I think if he's trying to
defend because he's the one that is being interrupted.
Yeah,
But he's the defender. So
my
yes,
my reaction is what he's
yeah.
trying to beat. Yeah,
exactly. So Hurrick does go first. So he's obviously
Yes, he
doing a cool. He's doing a cool shot to your arm for all intents and purposes, isn't he? Basically, because that's all you've stuck out the wall. Oh, he got it, even with the shroud. Sorry, hang on a second. Out of interest. So I'm just curious. So the -2 was there for the 11. I'm just trying to work out what. Oh no, a 10. So I rolled an 11. There was a -2 on that. See, the -2 is cancelled by the fact you're large. So yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the odds. It's the odd. It's all down to the fact that he rolled ridiculously well on interrupting you, didn't he?
Well, that too. Yeah.
Okay, so what? You're an Earth Elemental, and you're immune to Earth attacks, aren't you? If they're using a Rancer, it is metal based, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. That I didn't expect it to go that badly
Oh,
for you.
good grief.
Oh my
Fine!
word! I think
I
it
couldn't
was
even soak one of those. Crying out loud.
unbelievable. That's ridiculous.
Oh, dear.
Obviously, it's just really bad luck. I think what actually happens. I mean, I think the thing is, as you reach out of the wall, the guy is literally just spooked, and unfortunately, he just happens to have the ransom in just the wrong place. So as your arm comes out the wall, it literally just starts slicing down the side of your arm. I'm afraid to say.
Okay.
Dramatic upset.
Is Durit going to attempt to interrupt as well?
Yes, technically he should have done. Technically he should have done. No, I didn't put him. No, he moved in. He couldn't this round because he moved in, and so no, he doesn't. He acted
Okay.
this round. Okay, so unfortunately, you've been interrupted, wounded, and shaken. So if you want to act, you do actually have to spend a penny, or you can just literally just meld back.
Yeah,
into
no,
the
I'm
wall.
just going to disappear back into the wall.
Yeah, sorry.
That
about
friggin' hurt.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you
about
can still
that.
Well,
That was-
he's been interrupted, but he can still carry out his action and attack.
Not if you're shaken.
No, because I've been shaken.
Unless he spends a penny to unshake.
Yes, exactly. That's the whole. That's the whole thing about you go on the hold and interrupt someone. If you can shake them, you negate what they're doing unless they spend a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if Snooks is okay with Jelsa appearing on his back.
Oh dear. Oh, well, why is Schnook's wounded? He certainly shouldn't
I
be.
don't know.
He certainly shouldn't
No,
be because everyone was healed. So that's a 4.
Okay, and now a spirit check. He understands who it is. Yeah, I guess he's willing to let you ride. Fine.
Because I said let's go find Bert.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of insulting to have somebody on his back.
I'm just going to give the reader an extra language temporarily.
That should clear the wall. Oops. no.
Remember, I move with Snookums.
I clicked on the wrong one to move. Sorry. Here we
I just thought that was appropriate to make him talk cat folk.
absolutely.
I'm guessing that he's saying he's managed to train Bert and he's managed to train Chelsea as well.
There we go. That Snooks to there.
Okay,
I'll
and
just-
my dwarf is now the dwarfing back, so yeah, he'll go ahead and run. What the heck? I'm not sure where we're running, guys, but let's run faster. Okay, come on.
Okay, so
Well-
combatants are on hold. Who's on hold? Oh, just
Grimelda.
Grimelda's on hold, isn't she? New round. Bert gets to go first, and he doesn't shake.
With a 9, Bert is going first. That is scary. Let's try this again. Let's reach out and smack the guy.
Okay, neither of them on hold, so this time you do get a chance to do it unimpeded.
Actually, Bert is going to multi-action.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to start by drinking one of his. Oh wait, no, all my inventories disappeared. Never mind. Bert is
I was
not
going to
going to
say
multi-action.
if you can cast healing, you're okay, but you can cast healing on yourself. Don't forget.
Can't initiate any powers when I'm shape changed either.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, that's annoying.
Oh yeah, very annoying. Even though I can talk, I still can't do powers. It's frustrating.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's
suppose
drawbacks
that's
to every gain. There is a drawback.
Exactly. I think it's because you're an earth elemental and therefore they can't. It's alien because you're them, aren't you? That's what it is. Oh my
Ooh,
word!
nice hit.
Oh,
Okay, 2 wounds upon Horak, who has got 4 bennies, so I might as well spend a benny. Oh
Of
dear.
course, he soaks it. You can stop now.
Thank
I think I soaked that. 29 on a 6-sided dice. Savage Wolves can
Bother.
be fun sometimes. Ooh.
Okay, Snooks is gonna run again. Oh, now we're starting to make some speed. Ah, it's a long straight stretch. It's why. Okay, 13.
Ooh, that's
Snooks will
interesting.
dart to there.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. I can't armor myself up because I can't cast powers. Bother. I can't have done that protection on myself
Oh, okay.
because I
Very
can't do
honest of-
powers.
That's very honest of you. Let me give you a Benny.
think you'd rather take the protection.
The hurry goes away too.
And the hurry goes away too. Okay. Mind you, do get the power points back.
Yeah. Okay, and the dwarf is still going to run. He's actually, hey, I might actually get in front of some of my buddies here. Not.
Unfortunately, you're now too far away from Stux to hear what he's saying.
Oh.
Wall there, but there we go. That'll do. Jelsa.
Jelsa's just sticking with Snookums because she can't see anybody yet, so she's not gonna. She can't teleport where she can't see. So that's all. She's just gonna hang on to Snookums for dear life.
It does, doesn't it? Actually. Okay. I am going to.
And he's gonna run trying to keep up with his buddies.
Which reminds me, I was trying to download it earlier, and I downloaded the wrong one. Let's try that again. Sorry. I am. That's the one I was trying to download. Downloaded Suede Core Rules by mistake, so let's open that instead. Then I can go back to here, and then I can accept the move. Which he's going to stay with. Yep. Ooh, 10.
Oh, 9.
Yeah.
I got a backup.
Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Moved him back one. That's absolutely fine.
His buddies were getting away from him. He panicked.
He certainly caught up there. That was a good one. Right. Let's have a look at page 213. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't notice that ever before. Let's check the module. Make sure it's not something that's missing from my module because it's. I wonder if they've added that in one of the updates. They do that sometimes. Magic items, potions. Nope, it is there. Okay, guys, something that I have totally missed or read and forgot about once in the past, and therefore is very important. An individual can only benefit from 1 potion per round. If given more than one, roll randomly to see which one takes effect. All others are wasted. Therefore, you can't drink 2 minor potions of healing to heal 2 wounds in a single round. You'll have to drink a single major potion to heal 2 wounds.
ooh, that's new.
It's not. It's been in the
Give
rules
that-
since day one. We just none of us.
And
ever
we've
noticed.
that's probably because we started playing because before they had rules, probably.
Probably. Yes.
But that's a good one. I like that.
Namek with his dwarf keeps sprinting, saying, "Bloody hell, Sparkle Tits! You tell me off for running off on my own."
Technically, she's
On my own, I've got Snookums.
Dawn of the Dread, I believe, is next.
Done the Jelsa thing, cheating.
That dwarf is
So-
really starting to shout loudly as you're carrying him along, but you still have no idea what he's saying.
Shut up or I'll toss thee.
Sorry, you'll have to do
Did-
the
it
second
did-
bit of your move because I yeah. Thank you.
And then we're on.
I can do it. There you go. 9 inches.
9
Easy for me to
inches.
double click on the. It's not easy enough for me to click on the combat tab at the moment. When you have to run through dungeons, it's a real pain, isn't it?
Yeah, come on, run, Forest!
Okay, Durek. Durek is here. He saw that arm come out and he saw Hurek hit it. So he's going on hold. Hurek's basically going to back away from the wall where he saw you sticking out from. And he's going on hold as well. That brings us to Arena.
On the 2 of clubs in my usual position.
That was a 5 until the very last second. 8 gets you to there. Well, it's another 3, so we'll put him to there. Worries.
There you go.
Okay. New round. My word. Ah! My word. Look how many bennies you've all got when you finally catch up with this fight. Maybe you should go after the dragons after all. Unless you're bird.
Well, I won't use my joker. I'll just keep running.
Knowing that, isn't it? But you did good. At least nowadays you get bennies out of it.
Yes.
Yeah. In the old days, there was nothing worse than getting a joker when you couldn't use it. At least now you give everyone in the party a benny.
Oh, yes.
The dwarf is struggling more and more. I'm going to move it on to Jelsa manually. Okay, Jelsa, over to you.
Okay. Jelsa realizes that Snookum's being very gracious, so she's not going to move till he moves, but she's going to
Aw.
cast Protect. And on myself. I couldn't target myself.
Oh, that's
So-
okay. Sorry, that's my mistake. I didn't realise you were targeting.
I was targeting Snookums and I both.
I turned it off I turned it off accidentally. Go on, by all means, off you go. I cleared it because I thought.
Well, I already cast it, and maybe I can get the raise. Let me try.
Oh no, I mean you can. What I meant was if. Yeah,
Oh, I'm going to
that's
try
fine
for
if
the
you-
raise. I mean, Snookum's being very gracious.
And there it
Yeah.
is.
So that gives us what?
That gives you toughness +2.
And do I drop it on us?
If you just with both people with everyone targeted, if you just click on the little toughness +2, it should just do it manually to both automatically.
Well, I just dropped it on me, so I must have missed Snookums. Let me make sure. Where's Snookums?
I'll click the button, it'll go to both of you. There you go.
Okay. And then I'm going to wait until Snookums moves, and then the
Okay.
little dwarf is going to keep running. He's pretty fast for a dwarf.
He certainly is. He gets a 9.
I can't see him here because I'm not there.
It's okay, I can move him 9 for you. There you go. Arena is running 12. That's 11 to there, and that's 12 to there. Your candle keeping you illuminated as you go. Quite scary being human in this dungeon, isn't it? Looking at the light, how far you can see.
I'm not human, I'm an elf. None of us are human.
You know what? Humanoid who can't see in the dark.
I get you. And yes, it is definitely spooky.
You got enough pennies, otherwise I'll give you one by way of apology. You can still retroactively do it now if you want.
Fair enough.
Retroactively do what?
Just talking to the annoying person who
Oh, okay.
I mean, annoying because he's whispering to me, so no one knows what I'm doing when I reply to him. He's not being annoying because he's being annoying. It's just annoying for everyone else because I'm responding. Okay.
I do it that way to try to not interrupt.
I know, and I appreciate it. It's just I make the mistake of verbally responding, and everyone else gets confused.
Oh, I'm perpetually confused. I have been for about the last 9 years, ever since I had a kid.
Oh, I quite like that. I'll go with that. Bone white. Okay. I was trying to have different coloured dice to everyone else, and I thought I don't like blue dice, but I've got some interesting bone white coloured dice. We should get. Oh, you can get the colour codes these days. Yeah, it's a nice one. I noted that later.
Wait, oh,
Okay.
let's see. So that's 9, isn't it?
Yes.
There we go. 9.
9. These exhaustive dwarves are still keeping up the best they can, but
Just going to get there as you get rid of the last one and collapse, heaving and choking into a pile.
well, indeed.
Okay, Bert is going to move through the wall. Let's go ahead and run. Let's go ahead and just get some distance here. Okay, Bert is going to move through the wall to this side of them, and that
Okay,
will
hang on a
be
second.
Bert's action.
Hang on. Actually, you should be able to do it. You should be able to do it. 7 gets you to there, literally through the inside the wall, and then I'll put your and then if I put you there, you can see.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and that will be his turn. I have plans. Snooks is going to do some more running.
Snooks has got glowy fireflies round him as he runs.
Yeah, he's not real sure about that.
And a
but
pink-haired
he's
gnome
kind of
on
gotten
it.
used to Jelsa, so 12
Yeah,
inches
she
will
kind
get
of
him
grows
there.
on you.
Very much like a fungus, yes.
You got left
Like
there,
that one.
Robert.
I like that one. Okay, dwarf number 5 is like. Oh, it's such a shame you guys don't get to see the crowns on people's heads. It's such a shame.
It is quite cool, though, isn't it?
It is. It's very useful. I have to admit, I do prefer having that than having the map jump all over the place.
I'm not real sure where we're running to, but I guess we're running.
Cool, 2 bennies in one go. Look at that. Wow, I'm impressed. Radic Stumblefoot.
Right, Rannick is going to keep running, still carrying this dwarf.
Who is really starting to get annoyed, by the way.
Well, I can't understand what his complaining is. So until somebody translates for me,
Well,
I think it might be some kind of
you're fairly confident he's using a dwarven derogatory term for half-orcs more than once now.
How dare he?
Yeah, apparently your mother has a smooth forehead.
Oh. That sounds more like a Klingon curse to me. Are you doing anything
I never
else?
met my mother. Wouldn't know.
Are you doing anything else? Because obviously I got in trouble last time.
I think I'm not going to do any other powers this turn.
Okay. King Dondrad. I'm saying that because he's got a crown up on his head right now.
Does that mean he's king under the hill?
I think so, yeah. Not very good at running, that dwarf. It's quite scary.
So he was.
Did they give you boosts of speed or something? I can't remember.
No, he's got fleet-footed.
Oh, he took fleet-footed. Fair enough. Yeah, fleet-footed
At some point.
To keep up with the Longshanks.
Yes, it was great until we got up to the mountain and all the maps started getting bigger. Yes, so dwarf number 4. We will roll a d4.
9 inches.
Oh, you can't say that about his mother's wasn't buck tooth. That's terrible. I'm sure she had some pointy teeth.
You got another 2 inches
Like
there.
I say, I never met my mother. Or my father, for that matter.
You got 2 more inches. There we go. No problem at all. Okay, that brings us to arena.
Oh. Woohoo! Moving like the wind.
Well, you can spend a penny if you want to. You know, I have this. You know, I have the home rule of spending pennies to get if you want to run further.
It's all right. I'll let the dwarf catch up. Poor thing.
Okay, that brings us to Amber, and the dwarf. The dwarf, I'll roll that one for you. 3. Dwarf could go a total of 7. And Amber's as well. Amber gets to that. Amber can do another 3 if you want. Or Amber could do a different.
I'm going to
everywhere while I failed miserably to click on the tick.
because I wait. Can I hear the sounds of the combat yet?
Yes. Well, you can't hear that, but you can hear shouting.
Oh well, I'm not going to risk going without Snookums. I'll move on Snookums' turn,
Okay.
and I won't. And since I already cast protection on him, I won't take another action this round. And the little dwarf is going to keep puffing and puffing along with the rest of them.
The little dwarf that could. 7.
He's starting to, get a little worn at where did he go.
He's sort of stuck under another one, isn't he? I'll see if that's the right one. Yeah, that was it. 4. He gets to about there, I think. That looks like 7 to me.
Yeah.
Right. And Bert.
Okay, Bert is going to move down the wall just a little bit more, step out, drop his shape change.
Okay.
He's then going to take 2 actions to first drink a potion.
Needs to be major healing if you want to heal all your wounds.
That's what I'm looking for. I know I've got a couple. Potion.
Inventories are getting quite full, aren't they? Would be nice to have.
I know I picked up a couple. I'm not finding them.
Sure you didn't give it away?
I'll tell you what, I would pay a small fortune for 2 party sheets.
2 party sheets.
Yeah, because you want to have a place to put.
I can't see any potions of major healing. Sorry, carry on. Yes.
Yes, I would love players to be able to put things off the character sheet in a stowage, like a base chest.
Was he the one that accidentally quaffed 2 of the wrong potions the other week? Did we replace them?
No, that wasn't me. I think the potions of healing, the 8 stack, is supposed to be the major healings. Because the other one is just a potion of healing, presumably minor.
You know what? I don't believe you. But I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
That was a joke, obviously. There you go.
Stop. Don't. Come here. Drink. And now for my second action, I'm going to shapeshift into an adult bronze dragon. Pardon, brass dragon.
Brass dragon. Okay. Okay. An adult size.
Oops, why is it not letting me roll? Where'd my dice go?
For some reason, you've become I need druid. There you go. Well, look, I'll put it back. So if you look at your powers tab, when it says I need druid, it don't work. As soon as I change it to just saying druid, it works.
I have no idea why it said I needed something.
No, I don't either. Very strange.
Is that a druid yourself, Kit?
Let's
You guys have
I
got too
need
many
druid?
ladies
Yeah,
today.
maybe. Oh, come on. There we
Yes.
go. Come on, raise. I think that is. Yes.
That is a raise. Okay, so you said adult brass dragon. Yep.
Yeah.
You get it for 50, don't you? Oh no, you're a druid. How long does yours last for?
I get it for 600.
600. Yes, I forgot. It's Arena who can cast it for 50. Right. So therefore, if you get the raise, your toughness goes up by 1, your vigor goes up by 1, and your strength goes up by 1, doesn't it?
Correct. And also, please remember the SWAT.
I know you said brass dragon, BRASS, but my brain heard bras dragon, BRA apostrophe S, which gives a whole different image to my head.
Yes, it would.
Size 6. Okay, size 6. So therefore, I'm going to make you size. You're size 6, so I'm going to make you space 3 because then it makes you look big and impressive. I technically should make you size 3 until you get to size 8. I only appear to have some very strange looking brass dragons, or I can give you. I just have to give you the official Pathfinder brass dragon. Actually, that is
Bronze would work too. They're very similar in color.
Yes, I know, but it's interesting. I mean, token wise, it's interesting. I mean, the brass dragons. Token wise for a brass dragon, I've got that type thing, which doesn't look like a dragon to me at all. It is when you zoom in.
Yeah, when you zoom in close enough, it is. But you're right; it looks definitely weird. Those wings go
weird.
way down its spine.
Well, I think they do on a brass dragon. I seem to recall they did.
That will be my turn. Snooks may finally be getting close enough to actually do something. Or not. He hears strange noises going on, so he doesn't want to get too close too fast, but he does want to get close. Okay. And then my dwarf. Come here, dwarfy dwarf. There you are. And he's going to run. And who actually get... I'm testing somebody.
No. Sorry. I think somebody turning into a dragon. I'm making notice rolls to see if they notice a dragon. Yeah, they would notice a dragon's just appeared behind them.
Oh, I expected that much, yes.
Do you cause fear at your size?
I believe I do, yes. Let me look him up in the main book.
You do as adult, don't you? Boss dragon, adult. Here, yep. -2. Right, okay, so basically they're both panicked. Oh, hang on, no, they're wild cards. You want to roll the fear table?
Oh, yeah. What is D20, right?
There you go. On the table. 16 means. Okay. 16 means Durex panicked. And if you want to roll again for the other one, he's Hurek distracted. Okay, so Durek is this one, so he has no choice. He has to flee instantly. He literally just runs as fast as he can away from you, and the other one's distracted. Okay, sorry. I'll accept your dwarf's move. So I was just sorting that out. The background, because I think a dragon suddenly appearing behind them is something they would possibly notice, and they basically did. Right.
Well, on top of that, I mean, it's a brass dragon. It can breathe fire and cook trolls.
Good point. Ouch. Okay, that was dwarf
I
number
like fire.
5. New round. Oh, actually, I can do something here.
Yay, Joker!
That everyone hit wants to be here because obviously Bert appears and obviously scares the trolls. Let's be a dragon roll. That one sounds good.
That one's
Arena's
good.
up first with the Joker.
Okie dokie.
I really don't think Dungeon's got enough pennies. 9 pennies. 9. Bert's the only one who's been needing to use them today, poor chap.
Hey, I've used one.
True.
Go on. Just trying to find my dwarf. Oh, he's that one at the back,
He's
right there.
way at the back, but he just rolled a 9. He obviously doesn't want to be left behind. Oh, look at that. He literally overtakes 2 dwarves, and he's hot on the heels of the next dwarf. Right, Yurik is distracted. Okay. He is... What's he going to do?
He must have had a Milky Way. Oh.
He is going to advance to there, take 1 panic swing at you, hitting, doing. Realise it doesn't do anything. You go, ooh, heck, in troll.
Ooh, heck.
Back off. It's Penfold, the troll.
Oh, that's so funny.
Dawn of the Dread.
Tell you what, if this turns out to be a cat after a mouse, I'll be so upset.
Okay. 10 gets Dawn Dread to there.
Still can't see anything. So it will go to.
Dwarf number 4 gets 9 to roll, runs 9 inches.
And number 4 is racing out on the last film.
And number 4 is rapidly catching up with the carried dwarf.
He's in the front, winning by a beard.
Except he hasn't got one. I can't believe it. It's still good enough to put him into double digits.
It's the gnome that's ahead by a nose, though.
Go on then. Rannick, you're up.
Right, I've still not put this dwarf down, and as Rannick continues running, Lockmore Stout, that should have been said Lockmore Stout Grip, which is the name of the dwarf, I've decided, yells that out, and Rannick says, well, now that he's talking in a language I bloody understand, I'll put thee down. Blimey, I thought you wanted to help. So I'll drop the dwarf off.
Lockmore
Stout Grip.
There you go.
I've decided it's called Lockmore Stout Grip.
There you go.
So yeah, I will after I've finished running, I will drop him off,
Or you
So
drop
right,
in there.
make your own way then. And because Lockmore does want to get into a fight, he will then run, having been dropped off.
Cheeky. Perfectly legitimate.
Sounds just about average for Tevin.
Oh, shut up. You married me.
Oh wait, I can see the dragon. Do I? And
Yes,
we were here when he
absolutely.
turns. We know it's him.
There's a brass dragon down there. You have no way of knowing who it is. Technically.
Oh, I'm gonna slide off of Snookum's back and step over here to the side and tiptoe up here because it could be Bert. So I'm gonna go up and tiptoe up and hey Bert, is that you? And that's it.
Okay. And dwarf number 3. I've just clicked on. What a chase for a dungeon you guys have had. You've made it fun.
Oh, he only got to move 6.
6 gets him to about there, I reckon. He does put him in second place.
Well, he's huffing and puffing. He was going pretty fast in the beginning.
Yes, he's it. He's obviously bought himself out. But
Okay,
feeling I need this sound effect.
Bert is going to step forward a little bit. Where'd the other guy run to? He ran further back in here, didn't he?
Did.
I'm not seeing him. How upsetting.
Where do you want that?
Stop, please. Thank you.
Depending how you position that, could be interesting. So
I think I'm going to put it right there.
okie dokie. So then I've got the sound effect for you. You ready?
Yep, do it.
Does that sound like a dragon breathing fire?
Okay, they need to make athletics checks or agility checks to get out of the way.
Evasion rolls, don't they?
Evasion rolls, yep.
He fails.
You need an athletics test to target first, though, because you can get a raise with a breath weapon.
Ah, that's true.
That is a good point, actually. Yes, breath weapons are athletics rolls.
Yeah, no raise.
No raise. Which is really nice, actually, because actually breath weapons then because of this, cause agility rolls, which is quite nice, because I can put a -2 on that. It doesn't matter, but there. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, yeah, see, he fails. You get to damage him.
Okay, and it is 4 dice, 6. Oh, it's a stream, not a cone. The cone is slumber.
No, it doesn't matter. It's okay.
Not going to hit him anyhow.
Slumber's a cone, streams, breath. But that doesn't matter. It still gets him.
Well, I'm worried about trying to get the other guy.
I know.
It's longer, but much narrower.
Okay, in any case, 4 dice, 6.
Yeah, not that you'd know it, but you would have known it. But
He went down the other little branch.
If you sort of managed to do that, then technically you would have hit him just. But obviously with a stream, it won't work because it wouldn't billow round.
Well, actually, the stream actually goes further than the cloud.
It does. It's a 12-inch straight line of sight. Yeah, but it's 1 inch wide, which means it doesn't catch him, unfortunately, because he is. Yeah, the reason you can't see him, he ran around the corner. I'm afraid that troll didn't get hurt by that wreath of flame.
The 6 needs to
Didn't
re-roll.
explode.
So 17. I'll take that.
17 shakes it. It does hurt it because, of course, it was flame based.
And Jelsa, you see the dragon kind of glance over at you and step forward and breathe fire. So you're pretty sure that it's not an enemy.
Yeah, and I'll yell back to Snookums, I think it's Bert.
I mean, it is metallic as well, which normally means it's, metallic dragons on the whole are viewed as good. Doesn't mean you can necessarily trust them. It doesn't mean they won't necessarily attack you. But on the whole, Great. So metallic dragons are thought to be good dragons. Obviously, that's only good in terms of how dragons see the world.
Okay, Snookums doesn't want to get in front of the fire, so he's going to kind of just run over here a little bit, kind of watch Bert's back, as it were. Starting to get a little winded.
Definitely, certainly is. Sorry, my fantasy grounds is chugging. I shall accept the move in a second. Soon to be. I'm going to hit them with everything. This is more fun that way. My word, it really is having a sulk. There it goes. Sorry about that. Okay. Yep, accept his move. Okay. Oh, I'm up. He is panicked, which I do believe stays for a while. Oh no, it's a spirit check, isn't it? To recover.
You keep running until they pass the spirit check.
Yeah. He makes the spirit check. However, that huge gout, he makes the spirit check, so he's no longer panicked, so he stops running at this point. But at the same time, he does take the view that he's not going back around that corner when huge gouts of flame are pouring down it.
Oops.
Okay, and then I just need to.
Sorry.
Oh, come on. Fantasy Grounds is having a sulk. It's really having a sulk. Chug, 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 chug. That's interesting. Notice that. When Fantasy Grounds has a sulk, you can't see the mouse. Sorry about this. I don't know what it's doing.
But your thought has been in a bit of a company mood tonight, hasn't it?
Sulky, to say the least. Fantasy Grounds is back. My word, that took a while. Something's definitely slowing it down, though, but that might be something in the background. Okay, so I need to sort a couple of things. Put you there. You back to get you over there. Wish there was layering on the windows sometimes. When you put something behind, it comes back again. Okay. 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 That's absolutely fine. So I just need to do that. Okay. Sorry guys, just setting stuff up in the background. Won't be too long. Things don't take 200 days to open like the other one did. It's really having a soul. It's got too many tokens on there. Come on. Dum 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 dum. What is turning up in this? Fantasy Grounds is not responding.
Oh dear.
I sense an imminent booting in my future.
I think it's just having a sulk. Yeah, it's just having a sulk. I think basically it's. I think the issue is these. I think the problem is it's to do with the fact that it's to do with the fact that combat tracker does have to create entries, and I think that does slow things down slightly. You know what I mean? When you if I try opening a character from the combat tracker, it seems to be slower than I would hope it would normally be. But I'm fairly confident that's just down to strangeness. Okay, new round. Sorry about that. Just sorting stuff out. Okay, bad guy's got a joker.
If the bad guy's got a joker, that means that there's more bad guys there than we can see.
What do you mean?
That's logic, that is. Oh dear.
that's a raise, isn't it? Okay. So that was that. That was 2. Then I'm going to what I do next. Next, it does tell me somewhere. This is okay. So now I'm doing this. Oh, that's interesting. That's rather annoying. That's better. Didn't get the raise. Okie dokie. Really? I'm not having that. That's better. Rannick, over to you.
Okay. Well, let's keep on moving.
The dragons are on their way. Mwah.
Going that far. Nope, slightly more than that. 10. There we go.
And gets you to there.
Okay. Sparkle Tits, can you see where Bert's bloody gone yet?
Yeah, he turned into this big old brassy dragon, so I think we can take our time.
Oh, well, that's all right then. Here, Jumpty, they can slow down.
Set him down now.
He
I
did.
set him down last round. In which case, that's all we'll do.
Okay, look, more Star Grip is finished. Okay. Ooh, got the raise. Irina.
Hey, that's more like it.
Damn, got those wrong. Need to change that. Carry on. Ignore me. That would that would put you in the wall, but that won't.
Can't see round
I
the
know
corner.
you round the corner. You wouldn't have seen it. I appreciate you. You know what I mean.
Just as necessary.
18. Yeah. By all means, do your stuff. I'm just sorting out. Right, Amber's next. There we go. Amber's a little laggy behind. Let's give Amber. Oh, Amber nearly got Amber can do a 9, which gets Amber to there. That gets you to dwarf number 2. Who I'll do a run for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's obviously losing spirit because everyone was catching him up, and now they're pulling away again. But he gets to there.
Yeah, I said it was reduced pace. You can't do 6 unless you get the run roll.
But that's because they're dwarves. Dwarves have reduced pace. Oric has recovered from being shaken. He's just going to swing. I should have done a wild attack, but oh my word, he's going to hit the dragon.
Can I call out? Does anybody know what we're fighting yet?
Doesn't hurt, and then he doesn't hurt, and then what he does is he backs off.
Which will let me get a free swipe at him.
To the limit of his
Dentist
reach.
idea.
He backs off to the limit of his reach, which means you don't get a free swipe at him. Sorry, evil GM metagaming here. In the
What's
meantime,
the call? Fighting intelligently?
yes, they've been trained, unfortunately. As it's going to be shown here, as Jelsa gets attacked from behind through the hole in the wall.
Ooh.
You're being attacked through an ATM.
I like it. Jelsa, basically, as you're sneaking along the edge of the wall there, suddenly something sharp prods you in the back, and fortunately, it doesn't actually get through your armor, but it's enough to basically be a bit disconcerting that you've just been, stabbed in the back. You
The
now
wall
notice,
just attacked you.
yeah, you notice a very well concealed hole in the wall, and a metal, a spear sticking through a hole in the wall just stabbed you. Dread.
So do I see Irina get attacked?
Irina didn't get attacked.
Oh, right. Okay.
Jelsa did.
Jelsa did. Sorry, I got confused by that 5 right there. Yes, so it's run. Yeah, because I've got Bert in 2 places on my screen. It's really weird. So are we? So did the cat get the mouse? Or?
Well, Dragon got something, and something's poking into Jelsa's back through that hole over there. I'm worried that's what she and Rini were talking about earlier.
I'll just move him 7 for you.
So he's on 9, is he not?
Oh, he is. I didn't notice. There we go. He's on 9. There you go. I'll let you end turn because it causes problems when I do it. Jelsa recovers from being shaken.
Now, where exactly is this hole in the wall?
It's literally there.
Okay, I'm going to squat down a little bit so my head is below the hole in the wall, and I'm going to reach up through it, and I'm just going to throw a random burst and hope that the fireworks gets it.
Yep, actually, yep. Yeah, I was going to say you're actually in melee range, but yeah, certainly you can certainly do so.
I'll Benny that.
Oh, if you mind.
That's with the raise.
That's with the raise. Hang on, let me target the monster so you can roll the damage. You'll have to manually turn on the raise damage because for some reason it targeted you. But manually turn on the raise damage and roll your damage.
No, not good enough.
That's not the best damage I've ever seen.
No.
It's
I roll much better when I teleport. One more Benny.
Well, hang on. Well, you just rolled casting rather than damage there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
I'll give you your Benny back. Don't forget to turn the raise on and roll your damage.
And remember to not use the feather duster this time.
Oh no, one more Benny. Now I gotta spend the Benny anyway. Probably cursed myself.
Probably. Obviously, it's obviously most of the effects are being absorbed by the wall. It's just, not your fault.
And then I'm going to drop to the floor so my head isn't poking above the wall.
Okie dokie. Fine. You prone, as it were. You're not. You know what I mean? You're not really prone, but it's.
And the little dwarf is going to keep huffing and puffing along because he didn't hear me yell. He didn't have to run.
Actually, I'll give you cover +2 instead. Okay. Yep, the dwarf is huffing and puffing along. That's fine. So 6. I'll just move it, save you having to scroll all the way back. There we go. That's the dwarf done, and I'll let you end your turn, and it's time for Bert the dragon. I just realised what I did with the troll in my eagerness to stab Chelsea.
You've lined them up nicely, haven't you?
Yes.
Are they in string tempo?
So Bert's going to move up to here and do a line against both of them again.
I just love how the dragon who can breathe gouts of fire has got light, 1 candle written on it.
Right?
Yeah, indeed.
Clearly, the ever-burning candle got stuck to a spine and is still on the outside.
Okay, so Hurek fails to evade, but Jurek succeeds. I do like that. The fact it rolls for me. So Jurek evades, but you got Hurek. And
Oh, another 2d6 on top of that.
Oh, God, word. 19 points of damage, which becomes 21 points of damage all told. That's a wound. Hurek's going to have to spend a penny to try and soak that. Which he does. Hey. Schnooks. Don't go very quiet.
I can't anymore.
Snooks is trying to figure out what he's doing. He really doesn't want to get up here with all this fire going around.
Okay.
But he's going to.
Okie dokie. That could be it. Is that a pounce? Probably not a good idea with these things. They seem to hit hard when they hit.
No, not a pounce, but definitely a double slash here.
Go for it. These are tough trolls.
He's got plenty of bennies, so let's go ahead and benny that once.
Certainly, but Schnooks has got 7 bennies, so yep, he's now down to 6. I think one of them's going to hit. Yep, roll for damage. Oh,
of course.
That's just mead, isn't it?
Get any better than that either. So
no, I don't think you would. Dwarf number 5.
Okay, and the dwarf is where he got there. The dwarf is going to do a little more running. I mean, everybody else has been running, so let's just keep running. Like I said, I have no idea where we're going, but obviously we're trying to get there in a hurry. So
very much so. There we go. Okay, new round. Let's see what happens this time. Oh, it did deal with the cards. I'm just waiting for the combat tracker to update. Okay. This could get interesting. A gout of flame pours out of the tunnel to the north of you.
Oh, bugger, says Rannick just before. Is that big enough for us to have to make fear checks?
I don't think so. Let's see what happens first. Okay. Dondrad fails to evade the dragon fire. Currently, Rannick makes it. Lockmore Stout Grip fails miserably, I'm afraid to say. I will check.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about your being burnt up.
That's very true. No, they're not big enough to cause dragon fear, no.
No, I thought
That should only be at -1 for Lockmore because he's had the potion.
Yeah, but
But
it doesn't matter because it's -2 for an agility check anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Evasion. Yes, he should. It should. You did give him the potion, and I did put numb on. I thought I put it on him.
And a shield.
Yeah, relief. Ignore fatigue -1.
But you've just put exhausted as a trait -2, which is not actually being exhausted because he's not got fatigue on him. He's got
Point
a special
taken.
ability of exhausted trait -2.
Okay. Well, you know what? Because we know what it is, I'll just cheat and do that then. You know what I mean? That's the easiest way to get around that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Not that it matters anyway, because he probably won't be around for much
No.
longer. Dodger, do you wish to spend a penny to re-roll your attempt to dodge the dragon fire?
That's a good question. I think I can afford it. I'm not sure.
I'm afraid to say Lockmore Stout Grip is immolated on the spot.
So we're rolling agility, aren't we? Yes.
Evasion rolls. Yeah.
I shouldn't have named him, should I?
You shouldn't have named him, no. Agility minus. Okay, Rannick and Dondrad jump to either side as Lockmore Stout Grip is basically charred skeleton falls to the ground.
And he was only 1 month from retirement, and he was going to go home to his family.
The problem was just before he got hit, he was just getting out the picture to show you Rannick the dwarf he was going to marry.
I bet he was, yeah.
You always know. I mean, that's got to be the classic trope, isn't it? That's the girl I'm going to marry. He's about to die. Irina, over to you. You did just see a huge gout of flame illuminate the entire corridor right in front of you.
Okay. At this point, it's difficult to know whether or not the flame is on our side or against our side.
Well, it did just engulf Dondrad and Rannick, who dived to one side and immolate one of the dwarves.
Okay. Where did it come from? Could you show me, because on the map, where it came from, that fire?
See that?
Ah, there we are. Right, okay, I got it. Cool. In which case, once I've moved, can I shape change, please? And because that's all I'm going to do this turn, can I figure out what I'm shaping into while other people are doing stuff?
Yep, I'm just going to put a dwarven charred corpse where the poor dwarf died. There you go.
Yeah, here's a little salt on that wound. There we go.
Well, it's more just for when the other dwarfs get there. Okay. Number 2 is going to get there. Amber is going to get an 11 and probably go over there. I saw the fire. That gets us to Rick, who is going to... Let's see. Doesn't have sweep. So it's okay. He's just going to basically swing the Rancer at Bert the Dragon again. I just noticed they've got trademark weapon in the Rancer as well, which actually isn't factored in on their combat tab, so I need to fix that. I need to find my notebook so I don't forget that. Trademark weapons are all pain. I need to search through everything. Oh, that's a wound upon the dragon as the Rancer bites the potentially deeply into the dragon scales. I was mistaken. It was deflected at the last
It just
second.
flaked one scale off, is all it did.
Indeed. Ah, yes, but doesn't that leave an exposed spot now?
No, because it was one I was going to shed anyhow.
Oh, fair enough. Rannick is up. My gosh, you spent 2 pennies on cards.
No, I've got
Notice.
improved level-headed.
Really? Oh, of course you have.
Could you change that boost fighting to 5 rounds, please?
One day I will work out why that.
Yeah, I don't know why, because I've sent updates more than once. So Rannick turns to the fire breathing.
It's on your shortcut bar, isn't it? You drag him from your shortcut bar.
No, I'm dragging from the power.
Okay. Carry on.
So Rannick is going to head towards that there dragon, scooping up his shield as he does so, and drawing Worm's Doom. With a cry of, "You bastard!"
Okay, and we all know what happens when you draw your Dragon Slayer sword in advance on a dragon, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And at that point, when Rannick sees the other dragon, he says, "Oh bugger! Forgot there were 2. And there's a snaky lady back there. Oh bugger!" But nonetheless, Rannick is going to swing Worm's Doom into.
Okay, I hope you're not going to break with tradition and not not critically fail here, because that's what you always do.
We will find out, won't we? No, I appear to have not critically failed.
No, that's not right. You have to keep re-rolling. You have to spend a penny. You know the rules. That's a hit with a raise.
Yep, so that gets me a power point back. Hurrah! So, unfortunately, it's not a favoured enemy yet, and I've not got a sneak attack on it, so hang on. Worm's Doom against a dragon. There we go.
Although you might not have, it might not be a favoured enemy, but I can, now you are doing it, I can give you a lovely picture of you fighting 2 red dragons. There you go.
Cool.
Well,
it's me and Valoros and Meridiel. It's Valoros and Meridiel, that is.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't listened to the rest of the Audible book yet, and I've still only done the first 2. Catch up.
You know what? I will spend a penny on that, I think. That'll do. I will take a wound on that. Or maybe not.
Well, maybe not.
No, that'll do.
Okay. So I've done that. I've done that. What's next? Okay. So what happens is, right. Okay. That is this one. 9. Ooh, nice.
Might need some help here, says Rannick.
Hey, Josa.
Yeah, he went running ahead without cover again. Now, is the spear still poking through this hole?
No, no. It was. It's no, it wasn't. Isn't, I should say.
I thought you said you were going to give him the talk.
Can I climb? Is that hole big enough for me to climb into?
I do not see why not. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to climb into the hole and peek out the other side to see where everybody is. So you're going to have to control my moves here.
Yep, I have to do that. See, there you go.
Okay, so I see now. Is Durek still focused on the hole, or is he looking at the dragon?
He's looking. He is. Do a stealth roll. No, it's not meant to be agility. Unfortunately, he's definitely looking at you as you clamber through the hole. Ignore the.
If he's looking at me, then he means he's at like face height to the hole, or
Well, he's looking into the hole, obviously, as you're clambering through. So he's not face high to you, I'm afraid. But he's, you know what I mean? Because the whole idea is they can shove the spears through the holes. But the point I'm trying to make is, although you were trying to quietly clamber through, unfortunately, you dislodged.
so he can see me and I can see him. Can I reach him?
Yes, of course you can.
Let me see if this works. I pull a random wand out of the pouch.
Okie dokie. A Ronda shocking grasp. Yeah, you hit with a raise. Roll for damage. As you jab the wand into him and activate it. Alas.
I'll try one more time with a raise,
Okay.
right?
Yes, with a raise. Zap.
I'll go with that.
I'm rolling great until it comes to damage.
I think you just.
That's better. Got him right in the face.
Right in the face, indeed. I should attempt to soak that. Which I do, I'm afraid to say.
Now, do I have enough move left to jump back down out of the hole, or no?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I'm going to jump back down out of the hole, so I'm going and duck.
Okay, no problem at all.
And
Okie
okay.
dokie. Gold dragon size 3. So that's a young dragon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on, I just need to move the combat tracker up to you, otherwise it gets funky about.
And the little dwarf, is he still huffing and
Sorry,
puffing? Oh, he saw the gut. He just saw his boss get fried. He's probably stopped cold.
He doesn't know because he's way
Then
back
he's
there.
going to keep running towards him. Catches up to his buddy and flee.
Reader is a size 3 gold dragon.
Thank you.
Okay. I've lost the combat. There we are. Okay, so that would be. Uh-huh. Okay, that's just the one. And that gives me that. That should be on that. Yeah, cast rounds. Durek is up. Durek is here. Durek is going to attempt to stab you, but you do have cover, so he misses. But the dragon.
Okay, Bird is going to multi-action. Bird is going to start by creating
Which effects have I forgot?
a Burst of the Desert. They are both blinded minor.
Okay. Oh yeah, minor blind. Desert wind. Automatic. Wow.
Yep. And then I will smack at the one closest to me again.
As an action, the dragon can fall. It's an action, don't forget, so you'll have to multi-action if you're doing that.
Yeah, that's why I said 2 actions.
It's okay. You've gone very, very faint, so I didn't hear it.
No, I'm not sure why. I haven't done anything on this end.
Is he faint for everyone
Yeah,
else?
good.
Is it just me?
Yeah, he's gone really
Yeah.
quiet for everybody. I suspect it's
Okay.
Discord playing up.
Mind the blind for everyone in a medium.
Did that work better?
That works
Yes.
better.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you're gonna have to. Okay, you're gonna have to position this very carefully because otherwise I can be very.
Well, and that's why I'm positioning it there.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Never uses. Minor blind would be a trait -2. Okay, Bert is targeting Hurrick and Durek. And you are blinding them both. There you are. That's them blinded.
Okay, and then I will chop at Hurrick.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't have enough bennies. I'm not going to worry about it.
You are. You have had to use a lot more bennies than everyone else.
Yeah, I know. Snooks is going to attempt to attack.
I feel sorry for you.
Snooks is going to attempt to attack Hurrick. Ooh. Pair of hits. Oh, bother. Really? Okay, let's go ahead and Benny one of those, because that's just ridiculous. Yeah, no. Okay, we're done.
There we go.
And the dwarf is hearing more fighting and such going on. As much as he really doesn't want to rush to get up there, he is going to run. Up here next to Karina. What are we fighting?
I think when he gets to I'm afraid when he gets to there, he can see the remains of Lockmore Scout.
He's upset, but he understands war.
Indeed. There's a second dragon swings at Rannick, but Rannick parries.
Huzzah.
Conrad.
Yeah, so I was quite happy to chase the cat until this big fire thing came through and killed me off. So he is going to have to. He's 9. He's not going to make it, is he?
I'll close my eyes.
Right, I'm going to do something crazy. Yeah, I'm going to have to run. I'm going to have to run and get an extra inch.
That's all right. None of us can see the statue if it's there.
I know. I'm only joking because I had to put it somewhere to move.
Right, and then we have to multi-action with favoured powers, and we cast a greater smite. On myself and Rannick. He's the only person I can see. Oh god, I thought it was going to be critical.
Would you like to roll criticals?
Oh, she don't. Oh, come on. All these berries are just going to burn, aren't they?
Hold far. Your multi-action penalty shouldn't apply if that's a favoured power.
Yeah, I did click the button, but it's but we're going to spend another penny.
Yeah, no, what I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to say is, are you trying for the raise? Because that
Yes,
the 3
5.
Does, the
so
3 is actually as a 5.
yeah. Anyway, so the 5 still gets it. I mean, it's still a greater effect. I was going to go for +6 damage, but that was what I was trying to get. But as it happens, it's just +4 damage. And then the second spell is we're going to go and cast. This is why we had to run. We're going to risk it for a biscuit and go for Sanctuary on the pair of us. Which is a favoured powered, so that's going to be what? That's still going to be a miss, isn't it?
Probably a fail. That's a 3.
That's a 3, so that's going to get Bennied as well. Well, that's a success. Don't know if this is going to work. I may have chosen poorly.
You pick Sanctuary on.
The pair of us.
The second one of you attacks goes away.
Yeah, but I don't know what the initiative is going to go like. That's fate for you.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
There you go. So, I'm going to cast Sanctuary. What happens is the corridor will start to darken and our eyes will start to glow red, and the dragon's thinking, I wonder if we should attack them or not. And he will just
move by 6 inches.
6 inches. There you go.
Okay.
It gets to there.
He's stopped by the dragon. Okay, new round. Let's see what we get this time. We get Rannick Stumblefoot on a Joker. That's really rather annoying.
Oh, yeah.
I know what you're going to do. I saw when you measure.
Oh, hey, if you want to keep using your bennies up, that's fine.
Oh no, I'm not trying to beat the Joker. I'm just trying to get some. I'm just trying to move up the combat tracker. Right, Rannick is up first.
Right, well, first thing I will do is I will spend a PowerPoint to
maintain level-headed.
I will spend a PowerPoint to maintain level-headed, and Hurry is attached to level-headed. And Hurry goes back up to 5 as well. And then I'll do that. And then I will Rannick shouts. Hold still, you buggers! All of you! And the whole cavern that we're in shakes and rocks fall down, entangling both the Lemires and both of the dragons. And I'm doing that with a raise, because it would be foolish not to.
So basically what you're telling us is that you rock.
Yeah, Rannick rocks. So that's going to be, we want bound on that one, bound on that one, bound on that one, and bound on that one. And having done that, as the rocks fall down and pin wings to the ground and smash into the snake ladies, I shall swing Worm's Doom into a Contrador again.
Can you please, before you move on, can you please reapply your hunters now on Saval and Zicil, but they are only entangled, not bound. They have arcane resistance.
That doesn't make a difference to mine because
Does
I don't have a casting roll.
I don't care. It does say basically it reduces the effect, so it reduces magical effects. So therefore, the best you can get on
Okay,
them is entangled, because I'm going to be evil.
fair enough. Give me a sec then.
I was wondering about that, but that's how I'm going to rule on it, because you know what I mean. There's got to be the
There you go.
Yeah, and because he's beat them on initiative, his sanctuary drops.
indeed.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does.
I don't forget that's the same rule that you guys can use at me. It's the only logical way I can think of doing it, because it can't. You know what I mean? Because you don't roll.
Yeah.
There's got to be some. The only thing I can do is reduce the effectiveness, if that makes sense. I can't think.
Yeah.
I'll get a ruling on. I'll get an official ruling on it, but for now, that's what I'm going to say.
You might be waiting a while though.
I know.
Yeah, he's gone AWOL, isn't he? I think I broke him.
I broke him ages ago when I asked about. So, how does Eldritch Knight work with sweep? Right, so they're not.
Well, it's
that
a
might
single.
book 'em.
That's easy. It's a single attack roll. Therefore, if you get a raise on the attack roll, you get a power point. And only one power point is my rule.
And then you can spend power points to gain extra damage. But is that per target, or is that I spend two power
target,
points to gain
Per
extra damage
damage.
on all of them?
Because
It's
you
Right,
have
but
to roll,
because you're
you have
applying
to
it.
roll damage for each target. Therefore, you have to spend extra power points to increase damage, wouldn't you, on each target?
And if you're sweeping against multiple targets with different parries,
As
you can
far
get a
as
raise
I'm
on one.
concerned,
And
is you get a raise on one of them, you get your power point back. Is how I would rule it.
yeah,
But only one power point, because it's a single attack roll. Would be my rule. Okay.
well, that's why I asked the question and it's been ignored. I'd like to roll my damage first, though, please, before you move me on.
I didn't know you attacked. I apologise.
Yeah, I hit a Contrador with a raise, and I'm just checking. He's also I've got a sneak attack on him as well. So there we go, sneak attack.
That's why I didn't notice.
Yeah,
Right.
that'll do.
Well,
So having entangled him, Rannick leaps up against the side of the corridor, raising Worm's Doom high, does a somersault and brings it down, decapitating the Contrador.
no, it doesn't, because these wounds go away.
Almost decapitating the Contrador.
Well, he tried
He
to
is mostly
decapitate,
dead.
but he got the
Tried to
blade
decapitate
flat
it.
instead.
Yeah,
I'm trying
he
to
is
work
mostly
out
dead.
his basic. He is incapacitated, yes. Okay, Dondrad, you are up.
Let's just have a wee look at that. Okay. I'm worried about the doodads. Right.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to step in them.
The fact
Stumpy, you deal with the witchy snaky ladies. I've got the dragons.
The fact that Dondrad got the King of Spades may actually turn the course of this. This could have been very nasty. Dondrad hadn't got the King of Spades. That's what I was trying.
Well, that's what the sanctuary was for, just in case they might miss their turn. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is cast Blind on a large burst template.
I was hoping you were going to do dispel myself, but hey.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't cost. It doesn't stop them casting spells at us. See, they've just killed a pet dragon, so we're going to make ourselves disappear.
Hang on. Yes. Brilliant. Okay. Go for it.
Right, so we'll go for this. Come Come on.
Well, that worked.
Make sure
No,
you
I haven't.
Make sure you clear your targets and reapply the targets before you blind yourself and panic.
Yeah, I was. The reason I didn't target them straight away because I thought, oh yeah, I thought you were going to say, oh, but it doesn't work.
Arcane resistance won't be affected by that because there's a penalty to the roll, isn't there? But it still makes it raise after the penalty of -2.
Yeah, I was worried about that. But so anyway, that's going to be what, trait -4?
Yeah, I've noticed Kev hasn't removed the incapacitated dragon, which means at least one of those two things can cast heal.
Yes. So what is it for a raise?
Blind, isn't it -6 with a raise?
It's -4 with a raise, -2, -4 with a raise.
Yeah, there isn't a greater blind, is there?
Yeah, I mean, unless I didn't say it, so it's not going to happen. So, but I could give them a penalty on it, but yeah, it's going to be -4.
I'm going to start saying you need to specify all modifiers before you roll.
Yeah, it still takes them 2 rounds to get rid of it because the first saving throw only takes it to -2 unless they get a raise. So
There is a greater blind. It's just called blackout blind.
So yeah, I'm going to cast out. It's a bit of cover, and then Dwarfy number 4. Dwarfy number 4. He's going to run. Isn't he? He's going to run again. So.
Okay, well, okay. Dwarfy number 4 is going to run to that. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's see. First things. Okay, so blind affects anything involving sight. Okay. So first things first. That's large. I got a medium burst template on her. She doesn't need to see for an area effect. She can then. Which one is this? This is Sorel. She can then cast this spell on the entanglement on both of them. And critically fail! Okay, fair enough.
So that's the fate thing. It's all about.
She gets the level of fatigue as well.
She does, so I've given her a level of fatigue. Okay, and then the second. Oh, that was Surveil, so I did it the wrong way around. That's okay.
Hang on. But also, any of the powers that she's got cast at the moment also drop.
They do, don't they? Because she critically failed. That goes, and that goes.
Has she cast anything else, like the dragons, maybe?
No.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay, and then the other one will cast. The other cleric will basically, which obviously would just spread out the healing into a range, which again doesn't require line of sight, casts healing.
And critically fails?
Wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking. The dragon gets back up.
Well, 17.
They're not wild cards, so all it needed was a raise to remove the incapacitation and a raise to heal the wound. Okay.
It's large. It's got 2 wounds at least.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. But yeah. Okay, so
it's still only got 1 wound left of it too.
Yeah, it's still on 1 wound. Sorry, I forgot. It's large. No, it's not large.
It is because it was large when it attacked me.
That might be a mistake on my part. Have a look at its stats.
It's size 4.
It's
It's
size
large.
4. It's size 4. It is large. I apologise. Right. Okay. So I am going to.
Remain shaken.
I'm in the wrong place.
No, because it's healed. It's automatically going to trigger.
Okay.
Because it was healed, wasn't it? so it can't be shaken anymore.
It is still bound though, so it still can't move.
I should be there.
Indeed. Doesn't need to move to breathe fire. Fine, so it might fail the accuracy of breathing fire. I'm also going to be easy to say if it does enough damage, it can burn off your entanglement. Something evil like that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it got up. Yeah, it was a successful effort. Okay, you both get through it. Toughness 10. How much damage does it do? So it doesn't do enough damage. It won't do anything to it, will it? Yeah, it destroys its entanglement, but that's all it does, I'm afraid to say.
I can live with that.
As you two just obviously because it can't see what it's doing, it sort of just breathes downwards and it bounces around and you get out of the way. Okay, that brings us to Arena, the Gold Dragon.
Thank you very much. Right.
Was five players and first combat, 3 of them got jokers in the first one. How the hell did 3 players get jokers? There are 4 jokers in the deck. Arena.
Yeah, it's possible because it shuffles.
No, you
I
shuffle after when the cards are collected back up. You don't shuffle as soon as the jokers are dealt. The only way to get 3 jokers in the first round. Only way to get 3 jokers in the first round would be 4 jokers in the deck, which is fine to do that.
Yes. Aye, and one deal, one hand.
Sorry, Arena, I'm shutting up.
If you can move me so I can see what I can see, that would help.
I have moved you. You're there.
I'm showing. That was my move for last turn, which for some reason never got accepted. This is my new move for this turn as a dragon.
I can't see any movement requested.
I've requested 21 points of movement. I'll do it again. Oh. What the hell? Okay, now it says I've requested 40 odd points of movement. Okay, let's try that. Okay, it worked that time, apart from the fact that I've now got great big green numbers all over my screen.
Close the window.
Yeah, put the map on your hotbar first, then close it and then reopen it from the hotbar.
Right. Just moving things around one moment.
I said close and reopen the map. That's the only way to fix that. It's a new bug, that. It didn't used to happen.
Okay, that's better. Right, thank you. Now
I'm still praying for the day we get it.
Am I allowed to move in front of these two?
Oh.
Maybe yes, no.
Well, it's a relatively narrow causeway. It depends if they want to let you past or not, I suppose.
I've got no problem with that.
Well, if you're moving that much, aren't you flying? You're just going over their heads.
11 inches is not flying. And I'm not sure. I don't think there's enough room in these caves to fly. Oh, hang on. No, there might be.
Well, I suppose it.
Because I don't think this is like. I don't think this is. I'll have to check actually.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You can get in front of them though. Yes.
Basically, I want to reach over their heads before actually applying that. if I stick my head between them.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem.
But
So-
I want it to hit the two at the back, so that's what I was actually trying to do. And I know I have enough move to get there.
Well, there you go. You can get them from there anyway.
Okay, cool. Now, the red dragons are going to be immune to this, so it's no point in even having them react to it.
I was curious about that. Are they immune to red dragons? It doesn't say they are. Yes, they are immune to fire. Yes, they are immune to fire, which is why it breathed on it. I forgot. I mean, I had it breathe on itself because I knew it couldn't hurt itself to burn through the. If I'd remembered that, I should have just had it breathe on the other one just to unbind them both rather than try to bind you two. But I made that mistake, so more for me. Yeah, so you breathe on the dragon and it's not affected. So then if you target that one and make an athletics roll, it'll do it all for me.
I will certainly try to. It's being a pain in the backside right now.
Okay,
right,
the caves have high ceilings averaging 20 feet in the tunnels, while in caverns they generally arch to 40 feet. The walls, doors, and floors are rough and laced with furrows and air vents, but they're strong. I think flying in the tunnels is probably possible, but a bit hairy. Okay,
I have no idea what just happened with that lot, but
Pardon?
I have no idea what just happened on the screen with all of the
that's okay.
insight.
It's okay because I told you to roll athletics against their agility, and obviously creative combat kicked in, which isn't a problem because I can ignore that. So Zelsar I would argue that being blind would have an effect on it, although blind -6, Hunter Slayer -6. Why are they doubling up? They shouldn't be both at -6.
They're not. They're adding together because blind is -4 and hunter's snare is -2.
Okay.
They're blind and they're held in place.
Yeah, but it looks like it's.
They can't actually move at the moment.
No, I know. So that's not a problem. Savile. I'm not sure why she's not got.
Yeah, but it's stacking them both as -6s is what he's saying.
Yeah.
The blind is -4. The hunter's mark is -2. Adds together to -6.
But it's applied them
We're
twice.
making a -12.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
But it's really weird. I tell you what it's done is applied the penalties both to the first person. Anyway, roll for damage on both of them. They both failed to avoid it.
I don't have that attack. What is the damage for that attack? I'll probably have to find one.
If you're a dragon, you
have a
weapon 3d6.
Hey, I'll use that one.
Yeah. And you've got a raise. It's 46.
Got a raise, so it's an extra d6 on top of that.
Okay, well, add that to it then. Well, whoa, that makes something different.
19 damage, and then roll for the second one. That'll be another 3d. Just roll 4d6. Or yeah.
I've already picked that up and dropped it now,
fine.
but
that's absolutely fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. It's still doing it.
Both of them got an extra 1 on top.
Yep. 15 points of damage. Shakes Saval, and
unless you want to use any of your 8 bennies to re-roll.
That's true.
Blindness does not affect soaking, therefore that's a 9. So 1 is shaken, 1 is unaffected.
You know what? He's right. Maybe I should do some bennies. I've got so many. Yeah, let's see if I can do better damage rolls. I will. Right, for the first one, and I will spend a benny for this. And for the second one. The second one made absolutely no difference, but the first one did.
First one certainly did. An 8 would soak 2 of them. Okay. That brings us to Rick. What's he up to? He is going to swing at Bert and miss. And Durek is going to Good swing at Jelsa. And miss. And I just realised what I did skip was the dwarf.
Because she's stuck down behind, so he'd have to poke through that wall and then down.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave you a cover. You should have cover. I did give you cover. It looks, yeah. I gave you a cover bonus, so you should be okay. That brings us to the other red dragon, who is going to pretty much do the same thing. He's going to breathe a cone of fire down upon himself that will blap along the floor and hopefully hit the two of you as well. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. So an athletics roll. Okay, so the athletics roll means he doesn't go anywhere near you two because he can't see what he's doing, but he does. I get to roll the damage. If I get more than 10 points, he burns it through the. Yeah, he burns through the ropes. Ignore that damage, guys. You are not afflicted. Okay, so basically, both the dragons have burnt through their entanglements, and we're over to Bert. Fun and games.
Okay, Bert is going to attempt to smack Hurrick.
Go for it. These trolls are tough buggers.
I'm not getting my gang up bonus. That should actually be a hit.
It should be. Why are you not getting your gang up bonus, I wonder? That's a good hit. Damage, I should say. I am able to soak
Two of them.
one of those points. So Horick takes a wound. Looks is up. Oh dear me! These guys.
Since it seems like everybody has focused on the dragon, Snooks is going to pounce.
I just dare to kill Snooks. Well, my view is a ruddy big dragon in front of you. It's quite easy to miss in the dark. It's easy to miss the jet black slinky cat until it pounces on you. 6 pennies.
Yeah, let's go ahead and Benny once. Not that I expected it to do a whole lot, but oh, it tried to be an 8. Yeah, oh well, that's fine.
It tried to be an 8, didn't it? Okay, dwarf number 5 is probably just running along, and that brings us. I'll let you move dwarf number 5, and in the meantime, I'll move on to Jelsa. I'll accept the move on dwarf number 5 when you get there, as it were.
Well, she's going to climb back up in the hole.
Protection on Snookums is about to expire. Do you wish to maintain it?
Yes. Oh no, that's not me. Sorry.
Yeah. What do I got to do to maintain it?
Spend 2 power points.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to maintain it.
Because obviously it's on you and Snookums. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to maintain it.
Okay. Over it.
And then I climb back up in the hole so I
Okay.
can see what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to move you because the wall's getting in the way, but yes, you can clamber into the hole.
And because of the way they're sitting and where the hole is positioned, I can't get them both. So
You can't. No, you can only get one.
So I'm gonna just target Durek, which is closest,
Yep.
with some more
He's targeted.
sparkling fireworks.
Go for it. He is targeted. You hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah, it's damage that has sucked all day.
It is. It is indeed. These trolls are tough so-and-sos as well. Oh, this looks good. Shaken. Bearing in mind this is going to be the end of the day. Do you want to try re-rolling that? Or do you want to say, does everyone want to save their bennies for power points?
I'm gonna try one time.
Okie dokie. If you want to spend them on PowerPoints, now's the time to do it, boys and girls.
Yeah, the first one he
I'll
was
do
shaking.
PowerPoint.
I'll have to take the first one because I need the rest of it to recover PowerPoints.
That's absolutely fine. Durek's shaken from that. Okay, well, yeah, I'd reset all your PowerPoints. You've got lots of bennies there, so spend them all up, and we shall leave it there. All good stuff. Hopefully next week.
Yeah, so maybe Jelsa should have that talk again with Rannick.
Possibly Jelsa should have
Well,
that
you
talk
know,
again.
because now he's figured he's got saved by a miracle by once. Maybe miracles can happen all the time.
Oh well, we shall leave it there and come back to them next week when hopefully they defeat the dragons and the lammies, which I evilly made a bit harder because they're just toasted.